Cooler.
Oh, you're not on the Facebook app, man. You gotta download it.
Y'all niggas know the vibes. 100 block, nigga. Cooler World out right now. Make sure that motherfucker cop that. Y'all need to DM me. It ain't on iTunes. It's not on Spotify. Go right to your fucking phone. Just cash at me. We got like 500 people. You heard? We need about 500,000. So holla at me, man. Cooler, LI. 100? Yeah, we here. We here, smoking mirrors. But this ain't smoking mirrors. Everything real over here, you heard?
Talk your talk.
Real shit. Let's get it. What we doing? Long Island in the building. Okay. Oh, whoa. Hammer dance right now on motherfucking Power 105. You know what I'm saying? They playing that shit every night. Shout out to DJ Self. You know what I mean? DJ Scenario. You know the vibes. Look, I said, I ain't got the hammer no more, my security got it. So when I shoot your ass, they gon' say my security shot it. It was times I was broke with nothing but air in my pocket. Now this car man so fast, it's like I'm staring a rocket. Slow dough, better than no dough. Money I touch faster. Told her don't pass me no weed if it ain't no Dutch master. I'm from where if I started off first, you getting jumped after. This what New York sound like. Word the funk master. Bitches say they dig the ball. So if it's beef, I ain't gonna kill you, I'm just gonna hit your whore. That's gonna make you sicker more, cause she gon' fall in love once I put her in that figure 4. I-95, I had a brick or more. Nigga, I was trafficking. Got it out the mud just like an African. I spit the block, so when we catch him, it's a rap for him. We gon' John Madden him. Smoke him like a pack, we package him. Look, I said I seen it all. Seen a nigga get shot and then I seen him fall. I'm a pimp, I don't give a D at all. But when you pay her, she pay me, call it Peter Paul. And yeah, black lives still matter. All y'all niggas did was shit chatter. You ain't do shit after. I was really on that front line. Like, nigga, fuck one time, cause it's really crunch time. And fuck the D's, we ain't us. The jail's full, so now they killing us. Shit is getting serious. Yeah, they ain't even trying to lock us now. All they wanna do is pop us now. I swear I need Cochran now. But let me get back to you house niggas. You better watch your mouth, nigga, cause that ain't what you bout, nigga. I was marching, you wasn't out with us. That real shit, you ain't shout with us. You was on the couch, nigga. Look, my bitch left, she said I need to change. But the only thing I did was go and get the change. But that change ain't changed me, I'm still the fucking same. Only thing that fucking changed was the fucking chain. Was my fucking gear, still a hardest up in here. Still an artist of the year, still you niggas can't compare. Yeah, but still I see you niggas sneak different. But say my name and have your teeth missing. Yeah, I want my niggas and we heat gripping. Never ever we slipping, never ever we slipping. We just some low life, high roller niggas. Baby mamas, yo, chill. Cooler. That was one take too. We can keep it going though, but you know what I mean? We got a shit to do. LI in the motherfucking building. Let's get it. Cooler World out right now, man. The album coming soon. You know what I mean? We outside, man, smoking mirrors. LA, Arliss Michaels. Hey!
That's a fact, so I lose that weight on that.
Nigga like me be searching for barbers on. Shit scarce out here.
Vulture. City. Let's get it. Yeah. LI, City. Look, down in this verse, man, I grew up and y'all gon' feel my soul. For all the pain that I had and how that pain took a toll. The spitting image of suicide, it was in my eyes. To kill myself and free myself to be one with the God. Trauma, depression, anxiety, it was in my head. I lost myself to the pain, I'm a broken piece of lead. A broken piece with no dreams, goals, morals, or options. Looking back on my pain and how I wish I had stopped it. I was gonna quit on rap because my pain was really deep. Sometimes I popped some pills because I was scared to go to sleep. I was fighting with myself, man, I really need some help. A strap jacket or something forbid me from killing myself. This music is my escape, that's why I rap my truth. If I don't have nothing else, then you know that I have you. I grip the mic and I feel like I'm Martin Luther King. To cherish people the same and cherish beautiful things. I see the innocent die, not just sit there and cry. It's crazy how we are born and got a day to die. I see the innocent kids killing the older heads. God bless my brothers, I don't want them ending up dead. To make a difference in society, which of y'all stopping me? Take the bullet out my gut and see the blood on top of me. When they shooting us, man. That's why they say, oh God, why me? But when they killing us, man, we wanna go and cut the plea for real. When will y'all learn this is a bigger issue? The people don't see what I'm saying, they think it's only a gimmick until they go through it themselves, then they really need you. Now they see it in their face, that's when they finally get you. The crab in the barrel is what I'm facing. They rather pull you to the bottom than to push you up to the top, cause they think they're gonna just leave you, man, that's really crazy. That shit is painful, but it's really crazy. Look, it's what I see and fear on a daily. I remember M was talking about his daughter Haley, then I imagine having a daughter, man, that's really crazy. I couldn't imagine my daughter living that way on a daily. That though just hurts and it makes me wanna cry. Just imagine my daughter coming from school saying, Daddy, I just got jumped, I got a black eye and I don't know why. Now somebody's kid's gonna die cause they gave my baby a black eye. That shit's not gonna fly, that's why I gotta get away from here. Cause in New York it's just pain and tears in my vision. No sunny days of beauty right over here. All I see is innocents killed and bodies dropping over here. This shit is painful, I can't sleep, I can't breathe. Every time I breathe it's a toxin I'm inhaling. Now I'm getting deep into my thoughts. I'm drowning by what I saw, drowning by the fact that my pain and misery will take me far. I'm doing this shit all by myself. I'd rather bleed and die by myself. I don't need no one's help, cause all my dreams are on top of a shelf. And when I reach, that's when nobody will help. I'll never ask for yourself, I'd rather suffer by my own losses. I remember stop fucking with y'all. Yeah.
He was talking.
Yeah.
What's good? It's your boy LA. Welcome to Smoke and Mirrors Podcast. Y'all know the motto. We here for a reason, not just a season. You know, today is going to be crazy. We just did the 16. We introducing something new to the platform where before every show we're going to have artists come out and spit a 16. So the call went in. Everybody called in and they was like, you got to get Kuda on there. You got to get Kuda. Kuda's my guy, long-time veteran in the game. And I was like, it was undeniable. We had to get Kuda on there. All us like, yo, Kuda. Then I was like, yo, who else can we get on?
I'm the soldier boy this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. You set it on. This the first one, and you in All City. We got All City here, the young boy who's up the bat. And we're gonna talk some real stuff on this show right here. But I just want to welcome you all to Smoke and Mirrors Podcast. Smoke and Mirrors is about, we don't get on here, we don't fantasize about nothing. We talk real talk on here, and this is about the industry, what really goes on. Not none of this fake shit, how people get up here and say, oh yeah, I just got $1 million and it was easy. You know, I dropped a song and I got on the next day. It don't really happen like that. So that's what we here to do, is to talk about real talk. I got Arliss Michaels to the right of me.
Good.
I got Vaughn right here to the right of Arliss, super producer that y'all need to check in with if you're looking for beats. Trust me, you need to hit him up. I got Big Just here, management for All City. Kuda Management is in the building. Vic is in the building. Another producer.
Loose Chains Management.
You need to hook up with Vic. Another producer extraordinaire. And we're gonna get into the show, man. We're gonna start this show off with hey, where you want to start? You want to start with Kuda?
Yeah, you know, like we you know, I mean, I started off or whatever. So you know, what do you want?
Well, first, before we even start, we gotta get some of that. We're gonna do a toast to Kuda on the success on that CD that's out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he did something that I'm gonna keep it real. Kuda did something that I haven't seen a lot of artists do. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I come from the era where people was out here pushing CDs
should be on the table
and stuff like that.
Every
And
look at the other table.
Kuda did something where he hit me up online and he was like, yo, L, I'm sending you the Cash App. And then I send you the link to the record. I respect that because then you get to see who your real fans are. Right. And that shit was a marketing genius plan. I give you respect for that. So I want to toast to Kuda on that right there and much success. Keep doing what you're doing with that. You know what I mean?
Respect.
I ain't got my
All y'all out there who didn't buy it man. Like, it don't cost y'all nothing, man, to buy it.
It don't cost nothing.
I'm doing my little fan.
All City, young boy, he said, All City, how old are you?
I just turned 22.
He's 22. I don't want to push the drinking onto All City, but he said he don't drink. I told him in this industry, boy, you gonna have to try something. You better get a cigar or start messing with the hookah, boy, because you gonna need it. It's gonna be some stressful nights.
I was just saying to myself, like, I might do the little vape.
You think it's gonna be?
I used to smoke though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I used to smoke, but I gave that shit up. Like, I felt like what that was doing for me, like I was taking away from like my creativity. Like that was just messing up my mind. Like, truth of the matter is, like seeing like my friends smoke, like seeing myself smoke, like it make you lazy. Like, and I'm not saying like, you know, no shame for anyone that's smoking their weed or whatever and stuff like that. Like, it make you productive. Some people they definitely stay on their job with that. But for me personally, like, today I have more control over it. You know, I'm grown. I know how to, you know, I know how to put myself together. But when I was younger, like, nah, I'll be lazy, didn't want to work, didn't want to write no music. Like, that's not it.
Well, I'm not gonna push the drinking on you because I know your pops, I know your uncle. So.
Oh, nah, I took a shot with him the other day.
Okay.
I took a shot with him the other day.
I'm just saying, in this industry, you gonna need something just for the edge. Trust me. This is a stressful industry. It's not a game, bro. It's you know what I mean. It's not easy. Everybody talk about it like it's a 1, 2, 3 thing, but this industry is different. Kuda could be able to explain that to you. It's a different animal we dealing with right now. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's not even just about talent no more.
Oh, nah,
this industry is. It's about a whole bunch of other stuff, man.
Different personality you gotta deal with, all that shit. Word.
Yeah,
So, hey, you want to start Kuda off with a question? We keep this.
Well, you know, like, you know, I knew Kuda for a long time since he was basically a kid, a teenager, and basically like, because you know, you was actually on the first DVD ever invented, ever created. Shout out to K Gutter Quam, Hip Hop Movie. They definitely. You know, I just shouted them out on.
For that.
I just shouted them out on Gully TV because, you know, like that was one of the DVDs that I seen. And like, yo, this is, you know, cinematography was crazy. And how do you feel that basically being a young vet, like started off as pretty much a baby in the game, and the transition to now over the years? Because you almost got 20 years in, and they don't even know how really, like, that you're very young. So it's like,
facts.
Like, how do you, like, feel, like, from then and transition? Like,
it feel good, man. I like the grind. Like, I just never want to take the grind away. Like, everybody just want to skip steps. And you can't skip the grind. You got to, like, take that shit head on, you know what I'm saying? And embrace that shit. And it makes you the person you're going to be in the future. So without the grind, I wouldn't be who I am right now. So
do you feel like, honestly, like, because, you know, as I said, like, you know, that was more... You know, it wasn't digital back then.
Nah.
So you got to figure it was more, you know, like mixtapes and you know, DVDs and like stuff.
You was out the trunk with it, for real.
Exactly. Do you feel like, would you have been as successful if you'd have got on back then to all the things that's going on for you right now? Do you feel like you was ready for that back then as a teenager?
I feel like I wasn't ready. I feel like
That's real.
I had to watch Stroker G. Stroker G was in the position I'm in right now.
Salute to Stroker.
Salute to Stroker,
definitely was fire.
That's my Mr. Miyagi. I was the Daniel son. That's a fact. I tell everybody that. But
like if you'd got a deal back then, because you know you from the same town as A+, and he got on as a kid.
I mean, I thought I was ready, but I don't think I was ready now. I look at shit like a lot of shit that I'm starting to find out that I'm on my own now. You know what I'm saying? With Stroker G, I seen him go through trials and tribulations and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was ready. We thought we was ready, but we wasn't ready, man, for the industry. And just everything happened for a reason, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So if I win in the future, he's still gonna win.
Fact.
That's a fact.
I like that.
In the back with me, you know what I'm saying? So he never gonna lose if I win.
That's a fact. That's how you got your first start, Stroker G?
Yeah. Well, my first big recognition, I was rapping before Stroker G. I met Stroker G in the studio, the same producer, C Dollars. At the time,
Dollars definitely doing his thing.
So I was in his just recording, and Stroker G heard one of my verses. He was like, damn, I like that shit. And then we just clicked from there, and I did a song, I think it was The Magic Stick. We did it over. It's called I Got the Ratchet. And he liked my verse so much, bro. He just put me a part of his team. We just rocking ever since. That shit was like 20 years ago.
Facts.
So you was around for like the whole like Bula and them, like that era too, like
Shout out Bula.
Because you know a lot of people might not know, and he played like a big part, as far as I feel, probably as far as Hempstead.
In the industry too, a lot of people took his swag.
He was like part of Dame Dash, like he was rocking with Dame Dash.
Wow.
So he was around for that era as well.
I was a baby. I really wasn't around, but I seen it. Like I seen the Coffee Pot. I was influenced by the Coffee Pot era and all that shit, but I wasn't like.
So you think Baby like Coffee Pot was like basically like the major figures of like Hempstead?
Yeah, that's a fact. They definitely was. Shout out to Coffee Pot, shout out to G-Lou, Lunch Money, all that. You know the vibes.
So I mean, so basically how you feel now that you basically like you in top flight right now? Like,
man, it feel good, man. Like I said, I
see everybody reposting
you.
Like I see you on the radio.
Yeah, we lit. We lit, man. So
Gilly. Shout out to Gilly. That was a big look.
Shout out to Gilly.
Gilly
my
definitely
boy plugged me in with that though. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good look.
He still checks on you too.
Yeah,
he still watching, see what's going on.
Gilly, shout out to Gilly, man. Wallow all of them.
Yeah.
But now I feel good, man. The position I'm in right now, man. Like I said, without the grind, I wouldn't be here right now. So you cannot skip steps, bro. Like no matter if it's bullshit, like if you're going through bad times or good times, embrace that shit, and it's gonna make who you are right now. You know what I'm saying? You can write music about that shit and all that shit, and it just create more content for you to You know what I mean?
So how you feel like, I mean, because, you know, like, you was also part of like a big record a couple years ago, like with the Chicken record, it was tearing the clubs up from here to Atlanta.
Fact. Serious record.
Like how do you...
I was on a lot of big records that year too, 2014.
That was 2014?
That was 2014, 15.
Wow.
I still think, honestly, one of my favorite records was I was just telling your manager, the Camera Shot record.
Yeah, the King.
I Need the Throne. That record
Throne
was undeniable.
That was
That was the same year, too?
bro.
Same year. It was like
Undeniable.
the next year right after that.
The video.
The Chicken going crazy for a year, then I Need the Throne, and then
Shout out to Camera Shot, free Camera Shot.
Yeah, free Camera Shot. That video was insane, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So right now you basically can feel like...
that, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
So now, like, you feel like you pretty much seasoned at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready now. I feel like I'm ready. I know the business. I got a good team behind me, and everybody's focused on the win. You know what I mean? Everybody's a Kobe in their position. Like sometimes you can't have a lot of people in your team that's trying to be Kobe or Jordan. If it could be a Kobe and Shaq, but everybody can't be Kobe. And everybody in my position in my team right now is a Kobe in their position. I'm just the only rapper right now. I still fuck with my, you know what I mean, 100 Block nigga. That's still gang, but we solo artists too at the end of the day. And people don't remember, people don't understand that. But my solo thing, like, everybody's Kobe over here. You know what I'm saying? We win. That's why you see the results. We all winning.
Facts.
So how's it? So what advice can you give to, like, because a lot of people might not know your history. They might think like you just a new artist that just popped out of nowhere.
I am a new artist. Let me get that new artist thing. I like that.
Because you know Hammer Dance is so big, but you put your work in over the years.
That new artist.
I mean, but you put your work in over the years.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
a
playing the
fact.
background. Sometimes you gotta remember J-Lo, all of them played the background
Yeah,
first
that's a
before
fact.
they blew. Like
Right.
so, you know, like blew up. So how does that feel? Like now that you put all that groundwork in, regardless if you got a knowledge for it or not, you know what I'm saying? Like how does it feel now? What advice could you give to the next generation, like upcoming artists? Like,
Well, the advice I could give, it feel good. I mean, you asked two questions. The first one, it feel real good to put the work in from the past and just get the praise now. That shit feel excellent, bro. It's like I can't really express the words. I mean, some people everybody not gonna support you, and I respect that too. But like the majority fucking with it, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? But the advice I give, just stay down and just if you got a vision, believe in your vision. A lot of people gonna say, nah, bro, don't do it that way. Do it this way. But if you believe in your vision, bro, and you really put that footwork in, do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the only advice I could give. Like, just like believe in yourself, bro. A lot of people don't believe in themselves. They be like, yo, can I do that? You could do anything you put your mind to, my nigga, like that ass. And I still got a lot of goals I gotta achieve. But like right now, we on a good track. We in the vehicle, we on the way. You know what I'm saying?
You got good management behind you too.
Yeah,
that's very important.
Very
especially
important.
in this industry right here.
Wow.
It's very important to make sure you got people behind you that believe in you.
Shout out my boy D, my
Shout
nigga
out
Bam.
D. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
like a whole team. Like I said, everybody Kobe. I got my nigga Bam. He just sitting around in the lab and just pick out the craziest beats. He put I did the music. I wrote all the songs and everything. But he structured that EP. Like he put the number 1, number 2. Yo, this beat here, this beat fire. So like
Hammer Dance is fire.
yeah, Hammer Dance. He
Hammer
took
Dance is fire.
he took me to the guy that produced the record. What's his name? Money. Music Man. Yeah. He did shit with Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys. He took me to the studio to that nigga. He played the beat right there. We bought that shit and got it rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the guy. He's just a Kobe in his position too. Basically, what I'm trying to say.
So when you see it, right? This is one thing I was explaining to artists. Like when we look at like where they from or whatever, are you just trying to put on for the island? Or are you looking at this as a worldwide type thing?
The album is called Cool the World. I believe this world belong to me.
Facts.
This world belong to you.
Facts.
This world belong to everybody. Everybody's everybody world. So you just gotta I want the world, bro. Like they can have this hood shit. Like that's so big.
Okay.
I just want to stretch this shit so much. I gotta stretch this. Y'all niggas can have the hood. Like I do not want to be king of the hood. Because if you king of the world, guess what? Wherever you from, you're gonna be king of that too.
Facts.
So focus on getting the world and just stop focusing on local shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that because when you look at this industry, like a lot of people just want to be big in their hood, and when you start looking at your analytics and stuff online, and you you start seeing where your fan base is really from, it don't even really be your hood.
Bro.
See, and it's crazy, and people be so caught up in, yo, my hood is behind me, my hood is behind me. But when you really look at them analytics and you start seeing like, why is my numbers in Africa?
And that's why I said I wasn't ready
You know
when
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
under Stroke of G, because I wanted to be the hood nigga. I wanted the hood, like nigga. The hood is not but it's fucking dot on the world. It's 7 billion people in the world.
That's a fact.
All you need to be a successful businessman, rather rapping, book, whatever you do, all you need to be successful is 100,000 loyal fans out of 7 billion. You know, people don't understand that shit. Like, yeah, this nigga might not like my shit, but nigga might in Japan might love my shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to focus on, the strangers, bro.
That's a fact.
And this is why I'm just being like, I'm not successful like I want to be, but it's that y'all see it's about to come. Everybody see the success is about to come because mentally I'm ready.
I see it.
I see it. Everything. I just got shit in perspective, different perspective now. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely see it. I see you focus, and that's why we did this platform like this.
Cause you're a much different person from
before.
Back in the hip hop movie.
Exactly.
Days.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He was more like aggressive, more.
Yeah.
Like y'all was the first people actually, like, you know what I'm saying, is it statute template?
It's definitely statute.
It's gone. So
I don't want to say that because people think I be capping and thinking, oh, this nigga think he was first at everything.
Y'all was you
we
and
the first with guns in the video, bro.
That's a fact.
On the DVD, this is before YouTube. You see all these niggas out here with guns and shit running around.
Been doing it.
We bended that shit, bro, with real killer niggas, like no capping, like niggas, no props. I ain't trying to glorify the shit.
I know,
but
like, what you saying,
you know
speak the
saying?
truth.
When people
you know
ask me, because I did a hammer dance video, so people was like, yo, why you ain't got no hammers in your video? But it's a different time right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to think I carry guns. This is a record. I don't carry no guns. I don't do no illegal activity. This is all music. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we did that shit already. We moved past it. Now it's just trying to get the world. People wanted the hood so bad. Why you ain't got guns in your video? You don't need guns in the video. The music gonna speak for itself. The video, the quality, everything is speaking for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, you captivating a larger audience.
Exactly.
Facts. So when you like, not even to skip from Kuda Boy, when you hear what he's saying, All City, I know you're a young artist on the come up.
Sure.
What are you getting from it? Because he's dropping some jewels.
Nah, for real.
You know what I mean?
Like,
So
as I'm saying, like, I'm like,
And I don't know it all either. I'm just telling you my experience. You know what I'm saying?
Experience means a lot.
Like, he's saying a lot of real shit. Like, you know, like, even for me, like, I've been doing music since I was like 14. Like, after like my grandfather died, it was like, I gotta figure out a way to like kind of like figure something out. And you know, like, you probably, you know, be chilling with your mans or whatever in the garage. Like, I'm pretty sure we had that moment, you smoking around, everyone just have like a little cipher or whatever. Right. And that was my point. You know, niggas like, yo, spit some bars, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, spit my bars. Niggas hype me up. I'm like, whatever. Like, niggas is just saying whatever. But I actually figured out like I had a real gift behind it, you know. And before I actually like decided to like take it serious, you know, I had to go to my pops. I had to go to my OG. Like, I had to ask him because, you know, he grew up in an area where it was like, if you was spitting, you had to like show up and prove. Like, like the era was different. Like, you know, like he grew up around.
He did. He try to smash
for real. Like he grew up around like KRS-One, you know, Nas, like Big Daddy Kane. Like, that was his era. And you know, blessedly enough, you know, I used to be young enough to hear all of that, so you could hear it, you know, in certain things that I speak about or I rap about. I love that. That's me. Like, you feel me? But I live in a current era where we live by a digital code, you know, like we have like it's like I was actually saying this last night to my manager, like, yo, like we live in a digital aspect where it's like it's too much music that's coming out so fast, you can't really even get a grasp for it. You know, like someone to judge an album as soon as you drop and they be like, oh, it's trash. You feel me? And then next week it's like, oh, it's the hottest album. You feel me? But it's
nobody
like
really paying attention to it.
He's not really paying attention to it, you know. So as I'm listening to what he's saying, it's like it's 100%. Like who wants to be, you know, like king of the hood, you know, like and at first I feel like I had to do the exact same thing. I'm like, yo, I'm from the Dale, you know, I live in Long Island, you know, like, you know, I've lived in different parts, you know, I got to put on for the block, I got to put on for my team and stuff like that. And then I had to come to realize, like, yo, like, these the same dudes that's not even showing love. These the same dudes that's not supporting. They don't even want to share the music. You know, they don't want to post none of that.
People don't support you until
you blow, until you have something coming from it. You feel me? And I had to pay attention to that. And I was like, you know, that's cool. You know, at first I felt the way because I was young. Like, damn, like my own mans don't want to do. But as I got older, I was like, y'all gonna come full circle. And the funny part is they come in full circle. And even when you was mentioning the analytics things, like, that's a fact. Like your artists, like majority of music, majority of your analytics, majority of your insights is not gonna be from your hometown. Right. Majority of the artists, they blow up either overseas or from a different state, and then all of that shit come back to their town. And niggas be like, oh, how they get hot? Oh, I was been hot. You just catching up. That's all it is.
That's why me, see, I sit like, I'm older, I sit with the young boys too. You know what I'm saying? My nephew rap, but at the end of the day, because you got some older dudes where they be like, man, them young boys ain't go through what we went through, and the game changes all the time. I kind of wish I came out of your era because it's different. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
It's
so
different
much
now.
easier.
Our era, like how I was telling you, like if you rap, you knew everybody from every hood that rap because niggas really had to be out there. They had to be seen. Like you had to go in barbershops and literally spit for everybody, for niggas to know, like, yo, this nigga really get busy. Now you got artists where you don't even have to see them. Niggas is in their basement with a phone.
I made $5,000 in my bed.
See what you talking about?
Just laying in my bed one day. I'm just saying, like, this area is good.
Everybody on the
But I
check-in,
put the
man.
work in to get it.
Everybody on the
Like,
check-in.
everybody can't. I wish everybody could do it. You can do it
Everybody
too.
on
I'm
the
just saying, you
check-in.
gotta build your
build.
fan base. And like, I just look at it like, yo, bro, what had I don't know. I bought this hat for $50. This is not the Yankee shit. This is somebody custom shit.
Facts.
I bought
Appreciate
shirts
you, boy.
from niggas. Like, you might sell a shirt. You might, yo, I got shirts. I might buy a shirt for $60. Why can't I sell my music like that? That's how I look
And
at it.
it's smart. You know who I watch? Not even to cut you up, All City. You watch Russ? You check Russ?
Yeah.
You checked him before, Kuda? Russ
I
is
learned a lot
different,
from
bro.
Russ.
The artist, right? Yeah. And
Remember,
mad independent.
at one time,
Mad
Joe Buttons
independent.
he
fuck with
didn't
Russ.
fuck with
Yeah.
Russ. Then he interviewed Russ, and Russ told him like, bro, when I first started out, he was like, I was getting like $20 a month type shit off selling his music, but he kept putting up so much music in his catalog that when the fan base started fucking with him, he was making $100,000 a month, and nobody in the industry really knew who he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was just the internet. The internet is a different type beast. You can sell anything on that internet.
Oh, yeah.
bro.
You're a young boy.
You know what I mean? See?
Oh yeah, young boy is.
You know what I mean?
He just went platinum behind bars.
You know what I mean?
Feel me? Like-
Come on, Vaughn.
Only like three,
Russ
four
Smart.
rappers. Only like 3-4 rappers went #1 behind bars.
It's
in the
Pac,
history.
it's Pac and
In
Lil
the history of
Wayne.
rap.
It was Pac, Lil Wayne, and Young Boy just did that.
Oh, so 3.
It's 3.
Student of the
Three.
game right here. You see this, Reese?
Big did it.
Pac,
Shout out to
Lil
Reese,
Wayne.
to another rapper. Jay-Z, I don't know who he is from South.
Who was it?
Big?
Behind bars?
No, not
just
behind
bars?
bars.
Yeah,
Nah. Like the album went platinum. Like the album went platinum.
So let me ask this, because I want to get it from a perspective of a person that does beats. Yo, Vaughn, a producer that's out there doing beats. When you online and you looking for artists to get on your beats, like what do you look for? Like, are you looking at the artist to see how many numbers he got, how many followers he got? What exactly are you looking for to send your beat to that artist to be like, yo, I'm gonna send him a beat because I feel that he worthy of it?
Sometimes you look for numbers because obviously, like, you want your shit heard, right?
Facts,
so it's
right.
like you want to reach out to the artist that has numbers. But for me personally, a lot of times I look at style. If something's different, if like, and how the music make me feel. Like, I really go off how it make me feel. Like, if it make me feel good, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I listen to any type of music because of that reason. You know what I'm saying? So. It's really how it make me feel at that point in time. Like, it's about the business too, obviously. But like, yo, if somebody got some fire, I'm like, let me send him something. Let me reach out. You know what I'm saying? And then the energy too. You know what I'm saying? Some people got the energy like, nah, I want to work with him. He got a certain energy. He got a certain sound that I feel like can you know what I mean? Me and him can make some fire. So all that is what I look for in an artist when I'm reaching out. Like, the numbers is cool,
Vaughn,
but
Vaughn gonna be on my album, man. The album
come on.
Vaughn different, bro.
hell yeah.
I told Vaughn this, man. Me and Vaughn had a conversation online. This is my guy right here. I watched Vaughn grow up, man.
For sure,
and
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, bro, for what you're
I
doing.
appreciate you.
And
I mean,
just,
a lot coming from y'all. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You know what it is. Appreciate you, man.
But I like what you're doing. And what you doing your beats, did you ever get any big people that reached out to you?
Big, like, not A-list. I wouldn't say not yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming.
Like,
It's coming.
we had situations where beats was sent where, like, example, I had Bag hop on the beat. The song didn't come out, so I can't jack it as a placement. Can't jack it as it happened. But Bag heard my beat. He's like, yo, this shit hard. I'm gonna go hop on it. Didn't finish the song. Just put I think a verse on the hook on it, and then one of those. But for the simple fact that he heard my shit and was like, yo,
That's traction.
you know what I'm saying? So that was one artist that just kind of
That's notoriety right
for
there.
me,
that is. That's
for
fact.
me, just confidence wise, like that gave me like, nah, like, yeah, you could do that. You could, cause Bag, Bag is, and his beats is hard too. So for him to choose a beat like that, I'm like, all right, like I could do this shit. But as far as like big artists, not yet. Like I got some traction right now. We working with my mentor. He's plugging me in with the Jim Jones and the Mano situation.
Oh, what they doing?
Yeah, so yeah,
Shout
I
out to Jim, shout out to Mano.
I
Good
got a couple
dudes.
situations with a lot of Red Bull artists, like Pineapple City. They got Rex like Raj on that situation, and Blast is on that situation.
And you got Kuda, nigga.
I got Kuda.
And you got what do you call it, Vaughn?
Blackway.
Oh, Blackway, shout out to Blackway, man,
I got
from
Kuda
shout out
to
to Blackway.
Blackway.
But you sitting right next to the plug, man. All this Michaels, man.
Yeah,
All this make the call and have
what
you.
up?
You know what I'm saying? Right in the mix, man.
Hell yeah,
Man,
man.
that's why you here. That's why we all here.
Hell yeah.
Vaughn got some fire
one
beats.
time, never came back again. I didn't know what happened.
Vaughn got fire. Listen,
That's
I know
a lot
Vaughn
good,
from
man.
I know Vaughn from playing the drums, man.
Right.
It's a fact, man.
Right, when you came in the
Come on,
basement,
man.
yo,
I
son,
don't
Tweet
forget,
came to
man.
the crib, was like, yo, you can play the drums, play to this. Smoke that shit, Hollow. Smoke. Drunk as hell, we in the crib, drunk, bro. I'm playing the drum, I'm like, this shit crazy. Like,
You got some fire though.
You gonna get that
Appreciate
place,
y'all.
man.
Definitely got
Nah,
some
bro,
fire.
like, yo, you been a dude that always show love though. Like Tweet from the beginning, even when my beats was
Nah,
like,
that's not him. That's
when I know my shit wasn't him.
Tweet don't he don't pick sides, man. Whoever
Nah,
if you hot, if you put in work in, he gonna
he gonna tell you.
That's a
He gonna
producer.
tell
praise
you.
you. Now if you ain't working, you might not
was
get
good, man.
nothing because you ain't working. So
What up?
you know you working if Tweet say you your
Yo.
shit fire, keep going.
If he tell you going, you
That's not
going.
him,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? Because he gonna tell you
You're
like
on the other
he'll
side.
tell you
You
in a
can't see
diplomatic way too. Like yo, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So Tweet not he's a positive dude. You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
Like he a dude that's really he's one of the most inspirational, motivational people I know. Because he could tell you keep working on your shit without really hurting your feelings, and
Yeah.
that's a power, bro. You feel me? That you could tell people. You can construct people without hurting their feelings. That you
Yeah,
could, you know
some
what I'm
people
saying?
can't take cause shit
It's the energy, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like it's the energy, and Tweet got that for real. So,
Yeah.
shout out, yo, for real.
Salute to that.
Nah, that's why I be like, you know what I mean? Not even just from doing music before, but when I see it, I know where it could go. You know what I'm saying? When I seen Kuda and they did the chicken song, I remember they did the video of wings and things. I got a call from everybody was calling my phone like, yo, bro, you gotta pull up, you know what I'm saying? Because you know the island is.
I think I called you.
The island is. Oh, let's call me. Yeah. The island is crazy. Like
They definitely had that.
let me
shit
just tell you,
that fall
Kuda
off
from
that.
100 block in Hempstead. So in Long Island, you know, it's broken up into all these parts. So everybody like, you know, that's some 100 block shit. That ain't us. Or,
Right,
bro,
yeah.
I'm telling people it ain't about that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like
That's how
this
they
is
try to
somebody
label
that's
it, though.
it's music,
That's the
bro.
sad
Music
part.
is worldwide. So why we not going there to support it, bro? He got something moving. Let's all just
Ain't
go.
shit.
Really, it's supposed to be 1 million people out there. It's supposed to be pandemonium.
Right.
You know what I mean? When Nelly
be crazy.
first did his first song, that's what made everybody rock with Nelly. Because the whole
And you
St.
know-
Louis was out.
And St. Louis got certain spots that don't rock
That
with
don't rock
certain
with other spots.
But they all came out.
But
to
they
support.
all came out to support that because they was like, you know what?
We gotta put on Fire Town.
You got to see it happening.
put on
It's the
fire,
same thing
yeah.
out here. When you look at it, everything is broke. It shouldn't be broken up, bro. Everybody should just support it.
But you
If
know what
somebody
that
going
is?
hard, support it.
You know what that is though? That stems from the inner hate in the inner towns. You feel me? Like that stems from the fact that it's a lot of inner jealousy. Like you know how the boroughs they big up each other. You know, like the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, they can big up each other. Like they can actually work with each other, and it's crazy. You know, because we're not far from that. Like it's only like 20-30 minutes to get all the way over to the Brooklyn Bridge. You feel me? So when I look at certain, like I actually said on the record, I was like, you know, Long Island is really like dead zone. Like this is the way we live on the outskirts. You feel me? Because many people, they come over here for what? They go to Garden City. They try to go to like where it's more towards the water and stuff like that, but they got to pass through what? They got to pass through the Dale. They got to pass through Hempstead. They got to pass through Freeport. They got to pass through all of this, but they don't want to see what's here because it's considered the dead zone. They want to go to where all the fire stuff is and stuff like that. But little they know it's a lot of talent here. Like your boy talented here, I'm talented here, your man over here talented here. You know, it's a lot of talented people here in the room that's here from this city, that's here from this inner area. But truth is, as soon as you see someone coming up, it's like I said in the song, like it's the crab in the barrel. I want to pull him down. I don't want to see him win. I don't want to see him win simply because I was actually saying this last night. They'll be mad at you because we was in the same school. We probably fucked the same bitches. We probably done been on the same block. We probably done did the same shit. All of this together. And you doing this and I'm doing this. You getting here, but I'm still here. Why is that? It's because I've been putting in work. And work is not just going to the studio. Work is just not doing music. Work is
It's much more to it.
it's way more. It's you looking at your fan base. It's you driving that attention to your streams. It's you figuring out your core. It's you figuring out, you know, what type of gimmick you gotta have if that's you. It's you figuring out, you know, how people can cater to you as an artist. It's you figuring out, you know, how you can be a better role model, you know, or how you can, you know, be that speaks person for your craft. Right. It's figuring that out, and people don't want to do that work. They just want to drop a song and
put it out.
It out.
See me, I look at it like this. You just made a lot of sense. I was telling my man, we was having a debate the other night. I was like, say for instance, if Jay and Diddy, right, they started their own label, right? And they say, yo, we looking for artists from out here. Just say in general, right? Like say if it's me and A. And we go to the barbershop and we like, yo, we want the top 3 artists right now. You know how long it would take? People gonna name they mans. This
That's what I was gonna say, man.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot of like even
instead of going with who
can really
they
put
know,
on, who can really
it's
put
like when you
on.
putting a team together.
Yeah.
If you gonna go with the top 5, we gotta go with this top 5. Like, but people are so caught up in, nah, Even though they know he hot. Nah, my man.
Yeah, man.
And this is where it causes confusion, because when you go to these South areas and they say, yo, we looking for this artist, bro, they from the gas station pointing at the block, man. Yo, you talking about Lil so-and-so?
Right.
Oh, nah.
That's the one that's ready to go right now.
Oh, nah. You know what the funny
His
part
brother
is?
up next, but he ready to go right now.
You know what the funny part is? I was actually just, doing my homework on a couple Atlanta artists, because Atlanta is really big. Like, it's funny, the hip-hop started in the Bronx, and it started here in New York. And it's crazy how the hip-hop scene is all down south right now. This is really just the area for business, right? So I was actually doing my homework last night, and it's funny. Gucci Mane had the Migos, right? And QC needed an artist. He needed some artists. But I think Gucci Mane was about to get locked up, or he was dealing with a situation where he couldn't move them. So what did QC do? He had $100,000. He said, "I'll buy him from you." Now look at the Migos today. That he wasn't afraid of giving his artist that, because if you look at the Migos today, Gucci would have been lit if he signed them, because they're one of the top three. He's still lit because he did that for his man, right? But that's right. He discovered everybody. He discovered everyone, and you see how that relationship.
He got money for him.
Right,
like Gucci Mane is like, yo, he know an eye for talent, but QC is his man.
100%. But you see how that relationship, was there.
And don't think QC ain't break him off.
No. But you see how that relationship was.
I'm gonna tell you the difference.
His best man at his wedding, trust me, definitely broke him off.
I'm gonna tell you the difference in the South. Like,
Gucci and Q always together.
QC.
That's a fact. That's his man.
It's at the time when I was fucking with the music, right? I had a record with Jim Jones. I went there. I was going to Atlanta like 4 times a month.
We definitely going there.
I'm in Root Chris one night, sitting at the bar having a drink. I meet the dude in the bar, QC. We kicking it. I show him the video on my MacBook. He said, "Yo, what you doing after this?" I said, "Nothing. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Take a ride with us." I didn't even know who he was. He had a Sprinter outside. I jump on the Sprinter with him. We go like 2 hours out in Atlanta to some old, like, I never even seen this part of Atlanta. He got the Migos on the Sprinter with us. He got Omarion. They pull up at this spot and they perform like it's like a dirt hill, bro. They doing this chicken circus shit. And he's telling me these dudes right here is gonna be the hottest shit on the Migos. I'm in the car like, man, because you know me, I'm on my New York shit.
Right.
Put the beat on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, put that beat on, let me hear something.
Right.
These niggas like, man, dog, listen, man. Anybody got time for that shit right there?
Freestyling.
They ain't know when to freestyle and shit, but he saw a vision in them, bro. But the fact that I just met him, I ain't know him from nowhere. And he like, bro, you working? Come on, come with us. You know what I'm saying? These up here, niggas ain't doing that. Niggas is looking for a paycheck.
Yeah, they're looking for a paycheck.
They not my man $1,000 and we see if we get a meeting for you. It shouldn't be like that. You know,
and that fucks up the culture.
Fucks up everything.
If I got a pull right now and a nigga calling me saying, "Yo, I'm looking for an artist right now," and I know Kudo on fire, you on fire. What's it gonna hurt me to say, "Yo, you need to holler at Kudo All City"?
Right.
That shit ain't hurting me, bro. Because if you get there, what you gonna do?
Bring everybody else.
You gonna remember that. You gonna reach out and help the next person.
100%. Like what you doing right now. Like 100%.
That's why when you watch a lot of these artists and you don't see them helping other artists.
Drake is who Drake is now.
Yeah.
You gotta look at who their captain is. Always look at the captain.
And it's funny.
You know
and it's funny because I respect Lil Wayne for what he did for Nicki and Drake. He brought these two artists to the game, and look at them now. Drake dominates anything he puts out. Been here for more than 10 years. The fact that you can even be in the game for more than 10 years is a lucky gem. And then on top of that, he's become and it's not shit on Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of the best MCs that I can say that came out in music. But the fact that he put Drake at that star front and put Nicki at that star front and don't care how much they eat or how much they succeed because he didn't care about that. He didn't mind that it was a bigger picture. They did well. Lil Wayne did really well with Drake and Nicki, 100%.
That's like when you look at really well. Ross is dead nice. My book. Ross grabbed me and said,
"Yeah,
I don't
shine.
give a fuck about sitting back.
Yeah, go shine. Go shine." That's boss move.
And look what Meek did. If you really watch it, Meek did the same thing because he learned from his boss. The boss came in and said, "Yo, I'm gonna grab." So Meek said, "Fuck it, let me take my whole team on Jet," because he watched him do it. So when the shit just trickles down.
It's not a question though. Is this a New York thing? Cause like, what can we speaking on everybody?
I got an opinion on that.
What New York people? You know what I'm saying, we got who we say is the top 5 or most influential from New York right now.
Right now in the game?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Young Boy.
Right now in the game.
He might be like, nah,
you might got some in the game right now, like coming up or kind of like
who's top 5 influential like in the game that
I would say
can do what the artists that y'all just named just did.
Can do what
put themselves to the side. Put themselves to the side to.
I say top 5.
New York.
Cooler boy.
Old City and Cuda. Old City and Cuda. That's a fact.
Nah, I'm saying though,
Nah, for real. I'm a big up
New York has
myself.
done
100%.
that though. You think it's a New York thing?
Nah,
But the artists ahead of them, like, did that.
You know why people don't do that?
Nah,
That's what I want to know.
I'm trying to tell you. Insecurity. They insecure. So, like as I said, like I knew him for years.
Right.
Like I knew Cuda for years. Let me get the shit right.
That's good.
I knew Cuda for years. Right. I watched him grow. We did records and all that shit together. I reached out to him because like my thing is like I put a lot of money into myself in building my brand. So I don't want nobody to cheat the grind. Nobody, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people, they do piggyback credit shit. Right. They authorized user. One person got an 800, they put you as authorized user. Right. So that's how I look at rap.
Credit score fire.
Right? So this is real, like real talk. So I reached out to him. I don't know if I called him or I DM'd him. He had the Hammer Dance video. It looked like he spent a lot of money in the video. I'm like, yo, that's what's up. What's up, bro? Like, if you want to work, man, let me know. Because now I believe what you're trying, because he was always like under something. So under umbrellas since I met him. I always thought he was nice, but like I'm not gonna fuck with somebody if they're not investing their own money. Because I put up my own money. Like I don't even know how to. I put up. There was a bad investment. No, I put up. All put up his own shit. Me and God, rest of them, my cousin, we put up our own money. I reached out to him, like, and I knew him for years. Right. Like, all right, it's time to get busy now. Like, what's up?
I think it go back to the friend thing too, though. Like niggas is not.
I don't care.
People don't. It's no.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
I don't care about friends, bro.
No, I'm saying. Nah, nigga, but peep this.
Wrong thing to say about that.
Nah, bro. I'm talking about the friends thing as far as niggas not. It's nobody that's gonna say like, there's no standard of, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not good. This is good. Like, so people. Who could tell if some music is good or not? How would you tell them? It's nobody saying like, nah, this is good, this is not good. There's no prejudges because everybody, hold on, respectfully, because like, all right, because like it's been mad. Like as a producer, right? I done been asked like, yo, why you never put up a compilation of just like, yo, just you and artists you fuck with? Because I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings, and that's just me being real. So if you notice, a lot of compilation tapes that we heard aren't really, because a lot of niggas just putting their mans on their tape or they friend and they don't. So it's a lot of that, bro, and I feel like that's a problem on Garland. It's a lot of friends, it's a lot of clicking. Like I feel like it's a lot of it's a lot of that, my nigga. It's not a lot of like, yo, bro, like you gotta come hard.
And I'm gonna tell you what the answer with that is, right? Because you're not keeping it all the way real, like with the people. That's like somebody telling you to beat cases that never caught a case, right? That's what happens. Like, just listen, because you about to say something.
I'm trying to follow you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? Everybody talking about Bitcoin and all this shit. Everybody's a fucking stockbroker. Nobody worked on Wall Street. Right. They're trying to tell you what to do. Right? So it's like same shit. I ain't knocking what young boy doing because he's younger than me. I've been through this. I have all the connections. Like, nigga, like, I'm going to lead this shit and you do what you do. Right. Now, if I didn't do none of that, he was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? I watch you sit on crates all day. What the fuck am I listening to you for? Right? So now as a producer, who you gonna listen to? DJ Premier, Timbaland, or you gonna listen to some nigga that never been nowhere? You gonna listen to these niggas.
For sure.
So this is what happens, like in music or in life. You start listening to people that have no acknowledgement of what's going on. I have no filter. Whether because I'm sober or I'm drunk, I'm like, bro, you have nothing going on with yourself. Why am I listening to you?
You definitely got no filter.
No filter.
Nah, but it's better to be
As I said, like,
honest than lie.
Like, once I seen what he was doing, he was investing in himself, I reached out to him. I'm like, yo, what you trying to do? Yo, man, I'm trying to, what's the name? He'll tell you, a couple niggas dropped off along the way.
Word.
He's still here. The relationship is still there. I'm like, yo, need you there. He came in, he got here early. Like, I ain't trying to take no credit for his grind, because he's investing in himself, of course. So I don't want to take no credit or disrespect this man, anything he's doing. But you have to realize as a producer, the people that you listen to. A person that never sold a beat is going to tell you advice on how to sell a beat? Hell no.
It's like telling
I'm gonna listen.
No, you don't need to listen.
Nah, you listen. A fool got advice, bro. Respectfully. A fool got advice.
I'm not listening to that.
Respectfully. Hey, nah, I'm gonna listen. I can watch a lot of niggas and learn what not to do. Respectfully.
Yo, the biggest people in the game,
I like
he'll
that.
tell you.
I like
He's
that.
seen it
Watch a
firsthand.
wild niggas, yes.
When I took him up everything I told him was gonna happen was gonna happen.
Facts.
It wasn't no Chuck, yo, pull him to the side, none of that. He had his cameraman with him, his director with him. He was hype. He's seen it for himself live.
Right.
I'm big on relationships. Relationships is equivalent to money. You have
It's
to
worth more
realize
than
that.
money.
It's worth
Facts,
more than money.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So now if you sitting there listening to people that have nothing going on for themselves that would never make it, right? How you gonna make it? As I said, I want him to shine.
Right.
I don't care. He got his manager there. I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna start smoking cigars and all that. I don't care.
Basically, he's saying with advice come experience.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to tell you is like, I think he's a good producer. But you start listening to producers that never sold a beat.
Right.
How the fuck are you gonna win?
Right.
You're not gonna win like that.
The biggest mistakes is on my experience.
He didn't what's name. He actually, he pricks my brain all the time. I'm like, yo, bro, you don't really the way the music shit is structured now. You don't need a deal. He's like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna just hit the streets with the Cash App. These niggas Cash App $50 for EP, $20, $25. So I'm like, yo, bro, nigga, an artist. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, right? So you gotta listen to this. Y'all all have to listen to this. A record label, right? They give you a big advance as a bank loan. It's only designed to make you a star. You have to figure out ways to make your own money.
Right.
I had 3 offers, and then the first thing an artist looks at, they look at the financial. Because a lot of people I have now, so they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna get $95,000, $100,000 up front. They sign and they ain't trying to negotiate. It takes numerous months to negotiate a contract. It's like catching a case.
Right.
After a while, you know why people cop out? They get tired, man. I'm tired, man. I'm just cop out to these 2 years, man. Fuck this shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna cop out, take this $200,000. You might never see back in money. I don't give a fuck. This nigga made $50,000 off his own music. That shit is equivalent to the $1 million he'd have made with a record label. And these niggas getting $20 million off of the nigga. After a while, he might kill himself. So now I'm gonna give you like more game. I ain't do this on no other podcast. Right? You got like Young Jock and these people, right? He made $10 million. Facts.
Young Jock made $10 million?
$10 million.
That's crazy.
Right, listen to the story. Listen to the story because he was around for it.
On his own.
Listen to the story. You gotta listen to the story.
Benefits of independence.
He made $10 million, right? It's going down. And he was around because we was going to Atlanta. We've been going to Atlanta since 05, 06. Years went by. He was selling knockoff purses in barbershops and salons. And he knows this. Whether guys, like, if you want to get ahead now or not, we're like, damn, this nigga made $10 million. Knockoff purses.
Ooh, shout out here in the building.
Knockoff purses in bags in beauty salons and barbershops.
After making $10 million.
Yeah, you know that. Do you know that? Do you know that?
No, I know.
I don't want you to be like, I don't want you to dumb it down. I don't care.
That's a crazy hustle.
Blame me if you like.
That's
You
a
want to
crazy
get this shit go
hustle,
viral, just blame me.
Reese
Right?
will blame me later.
Just blame me, right?
That's a crazy
Damn, like
hustle.
$10 million, you can live with this shit the rest of your life. Because he
He
was,
online said he broke now.
all right, well, he was broke then too. But I don't really care. I have nothing against him.
Yo, that's
I'm just trying to make a point,
The clickbait
right? You get one time to be big time.
Right.
Once you get big time, it's no going back.
Right.
Jack went broke.
Nigga broke. He tell you he went broke.
Right.
You John
I don't really care.
He was on Ubers. He was on Ubers after that, right? You was on Ubers and all that.
My nigga, he was selling. Listen,
That was
Not no
saying
Uber.
that was
You making mad, bro.
Don't do it like that.
saying it was a company though. I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you because we don't want you selling knockoff purses and all that.
Nah.
I would never
Stay
say
out.
that.
Stay out. Yeah, you're right.
I'm selling music only.
Music
Facts.
is crazy.
Music and
So
images.
now listen, if you can make 50 or 60, $100,000 a year selling your music, that's equivalent to the $1 million you would have made signing a record deal. And you know what? They were like, yo, nigga, bro, I'm successful.
Let me ask you this.
Nobody's eating off you.
Let me ask you this, Hollis. How many followers you got? Because I watch your Facebook a lot. How many followers you got on Facebook?
5,000.
All
I got like 2 pages, so
I know.
on both pages I got one page. On one page I got 4 bands, and on my main page I got 5,000.
So 5,000 on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So let's just do the math right here. If he got 5,000 people following him on Facebook, he's selling that CD for $25.
$20. It's really $20, $25 for extra love.
So we all smart here. What's 20 times 5,000?
I mean, some people sent you $50, so that's beyond extra.
Some people told me $100.
What's 20
Somebody gave you
times?
$100?
That's 100,
Like
right?
5 niggas gave me $100.
No, we talking we talking money talk, right?
That's
That
100.
was the girls. They
Hey,
took the shirt
so
and
what's-
started dancing. That's
Yo,
what happened.
you with me, Vaughn? So what's 20 times 5,000?
That's 100.
That's 100,000.
That's 100,000.
$100,000, right?
That's 100,000.
Right?
All I was aiming for, because I told myself, listen, I got 7 bands on
And that's
Facebook.
just the CD. That doesn't include the
That's what I'm trying to
publishing.
tell you.
That doesn't include the embroidery
That
checks.
include if he got the shirts.
It is
Cool,
broke.
none of that.
It was broke.
That's
I
cool,
don't
none of
milk
that.
my money, like, respectfully, like Brian said, respectfully. Like, I respect everybody making their money off this merch, hats, shirts, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The object of this shit, though, everybody want to do is make their money off their music. I made money. I'm making my money off my music. I ain't got to sell shirts or hats. Respectfully, though, I respect everything else because I learned the game from y'all selling y'all merch. So I'm like, damn, I could buy this nigga shit, this hat, because I'm gonna support. I'm a supporter. So if my man selling the hat for $50, nigga, I give you $60 for that shit, just cause. And I ask White, I do that shit. I
Shout
support.
out to White. You know White
I
part of the
Definitely
show.
definitely shout out to
Yeah, I
White.
support.
Yeah, the
So
homecoming right now.
I'm
White,
just saying,
I
he
gotta
made me
support White.
once he started doing that shit. I'm like, damn, I just sat back. I said, yo, bro, I'm buying mad merch right now. Why can't I sell my music like this? Because I got another, mind you, I have a mixtape on iTunes and Spotify right now when my name was Rod Hollows. Because I don't even know who that guy is right now. It's Cooler Boy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
But it's different when you're doing it this way.
Not, listen, but I still check the account now from the album that's on iTunes. Guess how much money on that shit? $200. It's still in the account. I can take it out whenever I want. It's still in my TuneCore account right now. I made damn near 10, 12, 13 bands off the mixtape in a month, 2 months. That shit been on iTunes for years. And only $200 in there. Like niggas that's popping, like Drake's, Lil Babies, the streamers work for them. Like,
because you're more direct. You know that?
It's
With
just
that right
work
there,
for
it's
them
more
because they
direct.
got millions of followers everywhere around the world. So it's gonna one click from everybody around the world, you lit. If you Drake and them niggas. You know what I mean? Niggas like us, we local.
I like
So-
the idea what you did though, because not only that, what you saying, it put people more on the spot.
Yeah.
Because when you on TuneCore, iTunes, that's cool. People gonna be like, oh yeah, I got
Y'all
it.
seen it? Y'all seen
This
it?
right here.
I caught a nigga like that too. Nigga ran down on me. I'm like, yo, what up? You ain't about it? Because you know I run down those niggas
Fact.
every day. Yo, what up? Buy that mixtape. Well, you ain't buy a mixtape, bro. You saying I'm your bro? Buy that mixtape. Yo, how you know I ain't got it? I already downloaded it. Bro, you only gotta go to me or my manager to download it.
Facts, you get the link.
You told, so I obviously we ain't see your Cash App, we ain't see nothing. So how
you
you
know
got
what it is.
Yo, it ain't no Apple? Nah, it ain't no Apple, nigga. You bugging. So that's how I know who really support and who don't. So
Niggas don't be trying
I
to
was basically
buy
what you said.
nothing
But
at
nah, niggas
all.
did buy it though. But like I said, the strangers bought it, and some niggas bought it like out east. But most of my shit is like from out of New York, bro.
It's always
weird.
like that.
It's weird, but I'm still successful. Like I said, 7 billion people in the world. All you need is 100,000 out of 7 billion people to be successful.
But now,
No matter what
now you know what you do.
That's growth.
Now you know what you do, Kuda.
That's why you run advertising. That's why you run great
Kuda, now you know what you do.
advertising.
Now you take those. Now you take those emails. I mean, I know your manager on point with
Yeah,
that
we
right now. You
already-
gotta say.
we already right.
Take
We
those
already-
emails and you do a show just for those people that supported your project. You know what I'm saying? And I watched that, I watched that from my man Rock Marcy. I went to school with
Shout out to Rock Marcy. He from Terrace too.
Seattle,
God.
yeah.
And he from Terrace.
Yeah.
I went to school with Rock. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
yeah.
So I watched Rock when he was down with Bus. You feel what I'm saying? And where Rock is at now. And Rock used to always say that to me back in the days. He's like, yo, L, all you need is 10,000 fans, bro.
That's it, bro.
Why you chasing all that? You worrying about this and all you need is 10,000 fans. And you can sell them everything. And you just create music for them.
Exactly.
And you'll never go broke.
Never,
I used to be like 10,000 fans.
You
Niggas out here is doing millions.
And he went lower than I. I'm searching for the 100 bands.
Bro,
I'm searching for the 100.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm
He
trying
only
to tell
need
you is
10.
You know, Rock did his thing. Like
Rock come to New York
Still
right
don't
now,
stand.
and Rock put he not even blasting. He just putting up. Yo, I'm gonna be in
But
the
you-
city.
but you
sold
peep.
out.
But you peep, that's what Nip did.
Facts.
Nip did that out the car.
Master P did it.
With that Crenshaw tape. He sold 100 of them for Rock Nation bought 100,000 of them for, and he's selling them for 100. You do the math.
Well,
They sent them an invoice for that.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Kuda. I think the next CD you drop out on there, take that 20, 30 hours off, man. Sell that shit for $150. Niggas gonna buy it. Cause look at all these niggas with this gallery department, all these clothing lines. If you notice if you get a clothing line right now and you sell clothing for cheap, niggas like, nah, I ain't buying that shit. Put $800 on it. And let one of these niggas in the industry who means something put it on. Niggas
Where
like,
they
oh,
gonna be like,
I
yeah.
gotta go get that shit tomorrow.
It's all a facade, bro.
It's a facade.
That's all it
Put a
is.
$150
That's
on
all
it.
it is. It's just a
Smoking
facade.
mirrors.
Yeah,
That's
smoke
all
a
it
mirror.
is. It's a facade.
$150 on it.
Facade.
Niggas gonna buy it.
It's all a facade. It's an
And then you
image
hit them with, what, you ain't got no money?
thing. It's an image
I thought you get the bag.
I might do that.
You can't spend $150.
Might do that.
Hey, you remember back in the days we used to go to clubs? How we used to do? We used to be on the dance floor. And we used to always want to be in that VIP. Like, They used to, you remember at the door, they used to yell that shit out like, if you ain't buying bottles, you ain't coming in here. You go, oh shit.
That's crazy.
All right, fuck it, we buying bottles. Well, now you gotta do 3. What they say?
Nah, we was buying 15.
No, we was going crazy.
You know what's
But what
crazy,
I'm trying to say is, at one time before, we was on the dance floor shit having fun.
Right.
But when they start saying you gotta do 4 or 5 bottles, we like, fuck it, let's do it.
Word.
You see what I'm saying? If you get pushed to the
though.
limit, you gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You got the music, you both got the
Now they
music.
give them count bottles.
Put the price on it, bro, and weed everybody out. Whoever, if the broke niggas don't want to buy it, then I'm gonna go after the fans who really got
That's
that
crazy.
bag.
Jay-Z said that on one of his albums. He was like, you sold your single for $1. I sold mine for $4.99.
Jay-Z said that.
Or
They
I sold mine for $5.
They put up a thing the other day. I was debating with somebody, right? They had some post up there. It's like Jay-Z said, would you rather do a lunch with him, or would you take the $500,000?
Give me the money.
I'm with you, Vaughn. And I'm a Jay-Z fan, diehard fan.
I'm gonna take the money.
Me, I take the $500,000. And guess what? I run into him somewhere.
I run into him
again.
Port of France or somewhere.
In fact, what you could do, I was just saying this the other day. I was like, you take the $500,000, right? Think about it. You got one of these big ass artists in the game, right? Like Drake, Lil Baby, whatever the case may be. You hit them up. You hit up their manager, their A&R. You let them know, like, bro, listen, I got $100,000 for a feature. That's a cosign right there. You get a record with one of the biggest artists in the game. You pocket that $400,000. You about to be on, because any cosign from Lil Durk, Drake, that's gonna bring you a big ass marketing campaign immediately. Then niggas gonna be like, who is you?
I'm taking the $500,000.
Taking the $500,000
Every time. Invest in myself.
Easy. Because that money, you going to triple that back. Because even, think about it, you get an investor, you get someone that's going to say, oh, I'm going to believe in you. What do they want? They want interest on their investment, right? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that money and I'm going to turn myself into a megastar. I'm going to take that $500,000. All right, cool. You want your money back? I'm going to give that back to you by tomorrow. How? All right, I'm about to DM all of the best, biggest artists in the world. Yo, listen, I got $100,000 right now. Let's do a feature. They're not going to turn it down because you got $100K. That's an easy little feature money pocket change. That's probably what they charge you anyway. Right. So boom, you take that feature down. Next thing you know, you put the record out. Niggas gonna be like, you got a feature with Drake? How? You a nobody. I'm somebody now.
and it's a lot of investors out here, bro, that's throwing money around. And people don't understand it's like just to have their name on something. People don't even want nothing in return nowadays, bro. They just want their name attached to it. Right. So when you look at somebody like Kuda and he's doing these numbers and he got proof from the Cash App to show, like, bro, in a month.
That's why I say I can't take the money. I don't even want the money from physically. I don't want no physical dollars. I just need it on Cash App. You know what I'm saying?
Right? You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, he like, yo, L, let me tell you something.
I don't want no physical money.
Manager got him on his corporate shit. This nigga right here.
Hey, man, you need to get the manager.
It's my guy right here.
I talk to him.
You know what's crazy though? I want to get y'all something. I'm about to give you some games.
Let me ask you this right here.
Cash App, Apple Pay, or Zelle.
Just. I know you for a long time. You manage All City now. You know what I'm saying? I bigged you up for that because I told you I think you're a smart guy. But what made you want to, because I know you got your own shit going on. What made you want to say, let me manage this artist? Like, because for a manager's a serious job, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
facts. All time,
serious,
effort,
bro.
Yeah. To answer your question, Tweet, his passion. He asked me before, and respectfully, I said, nah. Because I felt that he was playing with it. You're doing trading, what's name? When you're doing something musically and you want to be known musically, you got to put your all in. And one time he asked me again, I couldn't put 100% in because I know I had different things going on. So the third time, when I heard his music and the passion behind his music, I saw the growth. So I'm like, you know what? I knew him damn near all my life. I'm going to stand behind him. Right. Just for the growth part and the passion. So once I knew he took 110% and he took it seriously, I'd be a fool not to.
There you go. Okay. I respect that.
We locked in for sure.
That's real. That's what I'm saying.
We locked in for sure.
I respect that.
Yo,
All City, stay with him, man.
Oh, nah. I you know what's crazy? I was.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. No. You know what's crazy? I had a dream.
I see a lot of. I'm gonna let you go. Keep your thought. I see a lot of people where they come in the game with a manager, right? I've seen it so many times, bro. And the manager really go hard for this artist, believe in them, bro. Like leaving this family to go make sure this artist has everything. And when they get to that point where they need to be,
the artist shit on them.
Yo, I'm gonna go with this manager because it just look better.
They forget him.
Nah, man, you stay with who you grinding with.
You see what LeBron did? You see what LeBron did? LeBron took his high school niggas,
bro,
and put them on.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
You know how many people like I'm talking about high level
that shit
managers
is
trying to
facts.
talk
That shit is
talk.
facts.
Like agents trying to go to LeBron and say, yo, no, I can do this for you, LeBron.
And that shit is
LeBron
facts.
said, nah, nigga, I came up with these niggas.
That shit is
I'm gonna
facts.
put him in position. I'm put him in position. Him.
You know my struggle.
And
You know
now
my
look,
struggle.
we all winning. And now look,
as much as you believe
this
in
nigga
yourself,
is managing
bro.
a whole number on basketball players.
100%.
Put him in a
and
big
that's
position.
that's the beauty of it, you know, because the crazy part was like how I. It's funny how I knew like it was like I don't when I make a decision when I go all in. That's why if you notice he said he asked me once, he asked me again, and asked me one more time because I knew I didn't go to no one else. Because I could have went to anyone else. I was actually at an event the other day with some people. I don't know if you know my cousin Stanley and stuff like that. We went shout out to Stan.
He was jail traffic.
Right, we went out to a nice event. You know, because I put this snippet out on the gram, and you know everyone was going crazy. Like His Biscuit put it out. Just, you know, shout out to His Biscuit. And you know everyone was like, yo, who this kid from Long Island? Like whatever. So he snatched me up, went to this event. You know, I was meeting people, shaking hands, whatever, and stuff like that. And everyone was like, yo, it's time for you to lock in. You're gonna need a manager. So I know everyone's talking. They trying to figure out who. I'm like, I know someone. Niggas like, what you mean you know someone? I know someone and I trust them. That's it. I didn't go about the whole, can he market? Can he do that? I know someone and I trust him. Niggas looked at me like, all right. If you trust him and know him, go holler at him. I picked up the phone. I was like, yo, where you at? He's like, I'm at the crib. I'm like, I'm about to come talk to you. Went right to his crib. I ain't wasting no time. I'm like, yo, bro, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. I need you here. I can't surround myself with anyone else. Because truth of the matter is, when I was 13, 14 years old, when I decided to like really, you know, find my pen, you know, I lost my grandfather, like I mentioned before, and I didn't have that person that would, you know, my grandfather was like my dad in a sense, you know, even though my dad is around, he was like someone that was definitely in my life hardcore, you know, taught me how to ride a bike and a whole bunch of other shit. And when I lost him, I felt like, you know, God and the universe was like, all right, I'm gonna bring someone to you that's gonna hold you down. And he snatched me up. Give me a place to stay at. You know, mom would kick me out. I'm outside in the streets. He'd give me food, give me, you know, a place to lay my head, make sure I got cash in my pocket, all of everything you can consider. Like he was like a pops. He was like a real father figure. Like any problem I got, I could go to him and I know.
Well, that's what
you know, he gonna hold it down. But that was way before. That was way before the music. Like this was like, nigga, I'm going through real life. I'm dealing with real life circumstances. Like I'm losing out. I'm trying to figure out my life. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm losing and I'm gaining. He's giving me not just advice, but he's directing me. Like truth of the matter is, if I didn't meet him, like respectfully, like not to lie, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be dead or in jail, because I probably would have hurt someone. Or someone would have probably hurt me, God forbid.
But that's why here, that's what I'm trying to tell you. A manager is somebody that, when they come into your life, it's real, bro. Because the manager deals with more shit than you do, because they take all the bumps for you. So the shit that you don't hear, the manager butters that shit up for you. Like, no, don't worry about you going on stage at 7. You don't know what he really went through back there. He over there fighting like, fuck is my artist not on the stage? And he gotta go. He could be the hated one. You are the one where people be like, nah, you know, All City and Cooler Boy, they good guys, but man, you see what Dame Dash did for Jay? They fit good together, bro. Because Dame was the villain. Jay was the good guy.
They tried to label him bad.
That's why Jay was calm, but Dame was the nigga going up in the office like, fuck is y'all talking jackets for? Like, this is Rockefeller.
I seen that interview when he went in there. Was mad that they didn't have that conversation.
You gotta have that manager that got, because
100%.
if you don't, they're gonna walk all over everybody.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. I knew that
seen
over
in the game, bro. I managed myself when I was rapping. And nobody, nigga, I'm telling you real. When I met Ron Stu 12, 13 years ago from Atlantic Records, I met him at 105.1. I said, yo, bro, you gotta hear this artist, nigga. He said, who? I said, this nigga named LA, he got a record with Akon, and nigga's fire. Nigga, I sold a nigga for 20 minutes. The nigga said, bring the nigga to my office tomorrow. I went to Atlantic Records. Nigga said, where the artist at? I said, right here. That nigga said, what? And nigga called all the A&Rs in the office. Nigga brought all the A&Rs in the office like, yo, you ain't gonna believe this story. Niggas, I had to manage myself because I couldn't.
Believed in yourself.
Believed in myself. I couldn't find nobody else that had that same
belief
passion.
system, that
you know what I'm
passion.
saying, Rob? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got to do it for, and that's why when he mentioned, like, you know, I wasn't serious, like, you know, because like me personally, like I wasn't with the whole 9 to 5, like, and trust me, I got a great resume, like I can get a good job, like, you know, I was making good money, you know, I was bringing in like maybe like 4 or 5 racks every month from a job,
But I knew that was taking time away from my music. It was taking time away from the things I needed to do. So I got into investments. I got into learning about trading, learning about cryptos, learning about Bitcoin, learning about NFTs, learning about a whole bunch of.
Why you didn't call me for?
Oh, nigga, I was hollering at you. You don't be checking your DM.
No, yeah,
Hold on, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some game. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna give you some game. I'm gonna give you some game. Give you some NFT. Ooh, trust me, I got y'all. So
Nah, it's him.
I got you. So I was doing all of that, and I still do, because it pockets this. It pockets the look. It pockets the music. It pockets all of that, and it allows me to do everything that a job can't allow me to do, and it doesn't take away from my time. I decide when I want to do something. If I want to make $1,000 right now, I can. If I want to make $5,000 right now, I can. And I'm not joking. I'm not saying that to brag or anything like that, because I'm gonna show y'all exactly how y'all can do it too. Because everyone here should eat, and the fact that we all don't know this is a problem. The fact that we all don't know. All right, cool. How can we make money from the comfort of our homes? Be able to trade. Be able to be whatever it is we want to do. Do whatever it is we want to do, and put our passion into it. And once I was able to be consistent with making that money from home, same way he's doing his, making his money from home, making the money work for him with his music. I was making the money work for me for trading, but I needed something to make myself get in the studio, and studio costs. So once I started taking it serious, and I made this record, and I was like, I just pulled up on. I was like, yo, I got some. I got something and then some. Not just I got one, I got multiple. Looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, nah, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. And truth of the matter is, like you just mentioned, you had to manage yourself. I had to have that belief system in myself. Gotcha. I had to know, like, it's going to work. Like, it will work. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or anything around that. Like,
like, you gotta believe in yourself to the point of no return.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what allowed me to, like, really tap into what we're doing right now. Like, for me to take it, you know, to that next level, for us to develop our own independent label, for me to really say, because, you know, truth of the matter is, I don't look at myself like just the artist. I'm the businessman as well, because I have my own goals. Like, all right, I want to create my own personal brand. I have my own clothing line. It's named Couture. I already got that. I have my own business name. I'm not gonna say it right now, but I already have my business name in the works. So it's a whole bunch of things that I have outside of this. I study.
So what separates you from all these other artists? Like, if I'm an A&R right now, right? I got a bunch of artists sitting here. Like, what separates you from the Dirks, to this one, to that one? What separates you from it?
A lot of them, truthfully, are just doing the music for the accolades of it. Jewels, the money, the clothes, things of that nature, the girls, the nights out and stuff like that. And there's a couple of them that may say they're looking for longevity, but for me, what separates me from them is I'm not giving up my creativity. I'm not giving up my creativity control. Plain and simple. I want to have control. I would like to have say-so in my overall aspect of my whole future as a whole.
What if a label say, y'all got $5 million right now?
That's fine. That's cool. I met a millionaire.
I need you to motherfucking sing this song.
Nah. I was actually in the Uber last night.
That's a good question.
It is. It is.
It's real. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this. Because a lot of artists would be like, yo, I'm not going to do this. You put $2 million in front of a nigga's face, he's
niggas will change up.
Hold on.
Change up quick.
Hold on. Let me answer him though, because
Reese definitely take the $5 million.
Nah, it don't. But you gotta look at what's already been done before can be done again. Truth of the matter is, we have the Jay-Z's, we have the Little Dirks, we have the Nipsey Hussles. We have the Meek Mills. We have everything that's been done before has already happened. We have the QCs. We have the Gucci Manes. We have these people, these A&Rs, these execs, these publicists, these PRs. We have all of that. We've seen it be done. We live in a digital area where you can put a song out on TikTok and it can get famous overnight. I don't need to sell my soul for no money. I don't need to give myself for no money. Truth of the matter is, I was actually just in New Jersey and I met a millionaire in the trading business. Shook his hand and everything. I don't need to sell my soul. He could show me $1 million cash right then, but like, yo, I'll sign you. Nah, you have no information on music business whatsoever. You have information on investment.
Respect, my boy. Is it selling your soul though?
Can I answer that too as well? I just feel like
is it?
It leads to something now. Okay, I pay you $5 million. Now wear the dress. So is no for real.
It is selling your soul.
If you want to do this, now okay, I already got him. If I pay him a little high, he's willing to do this.
He's willing to do that. You willing to sell? You willing to sell out your characteristics?
Right.
And that's what I won't. That's what I won't do because I was at the hospital yesterday. I was at the hospital yesterday, and when I came home, I was in the Uber with my girl, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, yo, she asked me a little question similar to that. She was like, yo, City, if you at the table and they offer you this amount of money, whatever the case may be, what would steer you away from it? And I'm like, you got to think, when you come to these labels only These labels only offer what you can't provide yourself in the beginning. Truth of the matter is, that's what they do. Right. If you don't have no PR, if you don't have no marketing agency, if you don't have no publicist, if you don't have no management team, if you don't have no fire videographer or producer, if you don't have no songwriter, if you need one, if you don't have all of these things that come
disguises everything,
right?
That you,
but if you don't have all of that, when you come to the label, what does that do? They tally that off, and then they talking to the heavy hitters like, okay, now we can get him for this because he don't have that. Now we can get him for this because he don't have that. Now we can get him for this because they don't have that. So they have more bargaining. But if you look at labels such as Quality Control, Hybrid's the label. When Hybrid, listen, QP was the brain, Bubba was the money. We know how Bubba got the money when he was outside doing whatever he needed to do. Bubba got the money. QP was the brain. He went to school for music, business, and finance. He had two artists that he knew was big. He had A Boogie and he had Don Q. Was they big at the time? No, not yet. SoundCloud was literally just booming. A Boogie came out, smashed SoundCloud with that Think About You record. Once Think About You record came out, they dropped my shit. Did they want to sign yet? Not yet. They was holding off. They ended up doing a record with Fab and they did a record with Chris Brown. Then on top of that, then they did the venue. They sold out the whole venue. How did they do that? They had the whole entire Highbridge at the venue. So now what did they have? Bargaining rights. When the labels was like, okay, we want to sign him, they was like, we already did records with big people. We already did records with big heavy hitters. We already can sell out a venue. We already can make a platinum record. What can you give us that we don't have? You can probably put our albums and stuff on billboards and stuff like that. That's why they did. That's why they did the partnership.
But that's A Boogie creating that demand. You have to create that demand.
You're right. You have to. You have to. Which is why independence.
I think that what we missing, bro. This shit's a game, big dog.
It is.
Like,
it's chess. It's chess. Not checkers. It's chess.
I feel like it's just a game, bro. And you could play this shit the way you want to play this shit, bro. So it's like I'm only gonna play this shit how I want to play it, and I'm only gonna play it how my cards. You understand what I'm saying? So I can only play my hand, right? So back to you saying, right, if you're gonna take this much, you will take this. Nah, bro, it's not my hand. It's not what I'm willing to do. It's understanding your hand and playing your hand, bro. This shit is and it's understanding the game. If you don't understand the game, then you gonna be compromising. Yeah, I'm gonna take this for nah, nigga, because I don't understand the game. That's when you gotta take accountability. It ain't the label that fucked me. It ain't the world that nigga. I play myself because I ain't know how to play the hand, big dog. So yeah.
If you're only playing within your hand, are you limiting yourself?
Absolutely not, because it's being.
Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because if you're playing what's in your hand, you're only playing what you see. You're in a safe spot
Mm-hmm.
with your hands. You're not going outside that, because outside that, it's a glass ceiling.
Right.
Your ceiling's here. Above it is glass. You can see what's there, the potential, but you don't want to go there because you're in your hands.
Yeah.
So you limit yourself.
Well, let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question in favor of that?
Let me answer.
I want to ask you a question in favor of that when he done.
Well, let me answer. So essentially what you're saying, right, is that glass ceiling that you speak of is that shit that I don't want to be a part of, because I know that comes with that compromising of myself. Right. I don't care about breaking that glass ceiling. If it's glass, I can see through it, so I can see the bullshit that's right through that, right? So I don't gotta fuck with that because I know what's up there is glass. You know what I'm saying?
Now you compromise yourself?
I'm not. Hold on, respectfully. I didn't cut you off. 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 So what I'm saying is, you saying like, damn, you fucked my whole thought up. Like, you saying that I can only play the game as much as I can play, so I'm not gonna enter myself into nothing that I'm not ready for. And that's all about accountability, right? So why I'm gonna enter a level that I'm not ready for? Why I'm gonna play the game? Why I'm gonna go online, bet my money on 2K for 3 bands and play on Hall of Fame if I know I ain't ready for that? Why I'm gonna do that?
And that goes back to the question.
And I can see that.
Right. That goes back to the question I was about to ask you.
Because I can see that.
I'm about to feed off of you. That goes to the question I was about to ask you, because that glass ceiling, like he just mentioned, you can see through all of that bullshit. That's where intelligence comes from. That's where knowledge of knowing what you know you can do and what you can't do comes from. Like, prime example, if I explain to y'all all about trading right now, if I say, all right, cool, put $1,000 into Bitcoin right now and watch it go up, y'all gonna probably look at me like, no, I don't know Bitcoin, I don't know nothing like that, whatever. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, y'all don't. Y'all gonna be like, nah, but me, I'm looking at that shit, I'm like, that's gonna go up. Why? Because I have information, I have knowledge on it, I took my time. So going back to what he's saying with the cards, listen, whether you have a bad hand or whether you have a great hand, we know the whole point of cards is who gonna fold first. Who gonna fold first? Who gonna fold first? I'm gonna keep betting. And what I'm gonna do, that's gonna make you sweat. I'm gonna make you sweat, because think about it. When the labels come to you, if the labels is coming to you, you already have your first bargaining right. They came to you, that's first. Second of all, when they throw a number at you, that's the number one rule in any negotiation. You never throw the number first.
For sure.
You never throw the number first.
For sure.
They threw the number first. All right, cool. Now what can I do? I can counteract. If I don't like it, this is what we want. They don't like it, all right, cool. I'm gonna go to Republic because Republic is willing to give us this. So now what does that do? They put them in a high spot, like, we really want this artist. So now they're willing to work. They're willing to negotiate. And then you got to keep in mind, like I was saying earlier, when you bring 100% of things to the table that you already have, that you already own, that you've already done, what the hell can a label
That's
tell
that intelligence,
you?
bro.
What can they tell you?
But you know what's crazy? But hold on, but a lot of artists don't have that. Like, bro, you a different breed, respectfully.
Facts.
You a different breed. The way you talk, the way you present yourself is different.
Appreciate
you know
that
what I'm saying?
Appreciate that for sure.
And you're young as shit.
For real.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists don't have that. So they go into that and labels know they got that. So it's like, nigga, we gonna play over that.
They gonna play off it.
They gonna play over that.
That's because niggas never. That's because
Right.
Was you ready?
Experience.
That's because
I was on his type of time when I should have been on his type of time at his age. But I was
Right.
But that's
But
but,
now you
but
learn.
hold on.
But now I am
But let me tell you.
Card analogy.
But right. So
Playing cards.
right. So you playing these cards, and the whole point of it, like I mentioned, is to fold. Right. So what makes you say no?
The object of cards is not to fold.
No. I'm saying the object of the game. The object of the game. Object of the game.
Not to fold.
Who gonna fold first?
Sit right there.
Sean, come sit down, nigga.
Make it fold first. So
Sean,
like your
sit right
situation,
All is coming back.
Texas Hold'em, it's not a game of folding. It's who you make fold first.
Right.
All right. You got many different forms of poker. Texas Hold'em, Omaha. Then you got the game that everybody play with. They throw the wild cards in. You would be a wild card. Because in regular poker, the top hand you can have is a royal flush. But when you play with wild cards, top hand you can have is 5 aces. The way you think and move and stuff, you're 5 aces. You're a wild card.
Facts.
So it's not, you could go in there and hold this conversation because you did the knowledge. So now when you looking at that glass ceiling and looking at your hands, you're going like this with your hands now. You're pushing the glass ceiling because you did the knowledge. When you look at your hands, you limit yourself.
Rappers ain't doing
Yeah, they don't have. They don't have.
The biggest problem we have in anything we do
They don't do the knowledge.
is we limit ourselves.
Yeah, education is powerful.
So basically, he's
you do
saying
knowledge.
you can be pushing on that glass ceiling, and you could be looking on that glass ceiling. It's different perspectives.
Like this, you could go on like this, looking at the glass ceiling, what you can do with your hands, but you already know what you can do with your hands.
So I don't need to
suppose
look
you
at my
push
hands
it.
because I already.
But that's
Yeah,
why I
I
say-
get what your concept is. That's why I go back to answering your question.
That's why I
That's
say
why I go back to.
from what y'all said.
I like that.
Like
That's fire.
the whole
Nah,
analogy
that's
is
fire.
crazy.
I like that. I appreciate
But I like
that.
from
That's
what from what y'all said, even back to what Vaughn says. Like when you go into the label, when you were saying next thing you know they're gonna ask you to wear a dress or this and that. When you go into these labels and meetings and shit, when you go in there with you got your power tool by showing what you did already,
Right.
And you proving that you could do this on your own,
Right, you don't need them,
Bro.
pretty much, right?
that's when they want to fuck with you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if Kuda walk into, just say Atlantic, Def Jam, Universal, any of them, to him, Kuda's looking at it like, yo, I made $5,000 for this month. You know what they looking at? They saying he did that by himself. If we put this machine behind him with 20,000 employees,
Right.
that 5,000 gonna be 20 million. So they not stupid.
That's the whole object of me doing it.
We get caught up in looking at it going.
I got a couple of
Smart
labels
tactic.
meetings.
But what I'm saying is, Kuda,
Smart
we get
tactic.
caught up in we get caught up and we look at it as
I want that we need them.
first thing we do is we look at it and go, yeah, we only did 5,000, bro. These niggas is going. If he got 5,000 people to that show by himself, imagine if we just slapped this Def Jam on him.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where your poker face
So now the
comes
poker
It's
face
an
come in
accolade.
cool
It's
about
an
you.
accolade.
Now your
Right,
poker
right,
face is saying,
right.
yo, I did
You gotta know when
5,000.
to
I
put
do
your hand.
5,000 a month.
Right.
I'm not even really promoting hard. You know what I'm saying? Now, next month I'm gonna do 10,000. So either y'all niggas want to jump in now and give me that M,
Right.
because if not, I'm not even gonna need y'all.
But
Right, I'm gonna
it
be
goes
double.
back. It goes back to the
Double.
point though. Sean's saying though, as you playing your cards,
you playing your cards.
you being realistic with you being able to see
You know what's the biggest move in poker?
what you being able to see. Like, all right, these are the cards that's laid upon me. This is what I could do. This is what I could play with. Cause poker, you can win a fucked up ass hand. So
You know how you
so
win
hold
a
on,
fu- you know what's the
Sean.
point?
Hold on, Sean.
Bluff.
So, bro, big bro. We
That's
gotta
the
practice-
point I was
hold
making.
on. Hold on, Big Sean. We gotta
keep
practice the
betting I'm
corn, bro.
bluffing. I'm
Because when you
bluffing
talk,
you.
I don't cut you off. So like it's the corn, bro. So it's like it goes back what you were saying as far as playing. Like the ceiling is you pushing it, but you understand that these are the cards I could play with. So I know where I can go with these cards. So it all goes back to that game, that hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a hand every time you play somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is not the game. No, it's a hand. Right. So and respectfully, big
I'm
bro.
not
You know
saying
what I'm saying? It's decorum. We gotta look that up, black people. So it's like, it's being able to know what hand I play with to be what I could be effective with, how effective I could be with this hand. So it's not saying that we not pushing the glass ceiling. It's knowing that, yo, this is the hand I got. Maybe this hand right here is the chill, so I could be able to go to that ceiling, or I can see through it, so I know what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? It's the game, big bro. Like, it's the game, really. You know what I'm saying?
It is the game. Speaking of the game, like you said, you can only play your hand. You know your hand.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem is now when you let everybody else know your hand. Because now when everybody else know your hand, they know exactly how to deal with you.
Why would they? Why would they?
Hold on. Just like
you right.
Everybody else knows how to deal with you. I'm not saying that's what you do in particular. If you know your hands is full, you don't gotta let everybody else know. You ain't supposed to let everybody else know
Keep
how to
a
deal.
straight
You ain't
face.
supposed to, first of all, you ain't never supposed to teach someone how to deal with you.
For sure.
And by you letting people
me
see
what,
your
Reese.
hand, that's exactly what you do. So now you're setting the pace of how people could deal with you. When you walk in that late, when you walk in there like, yo, I only got this, I only got that. Okay, now I know how to deal with you.
But that's not.
Hold on, decorum. You know. So now, never show your hand. Only person that's supposed to know your limitation is you.
That's a fact.
I don't give. Listen, if you step in a spot with $5 and there's niggas in there with $1 million on them, nigga, I got $1 million too, even though it's only $5 in my pocket. I'm not gonna walk to the VIP because I got $5 in my pocket. I'm walking with confidence the same way.
You got to carry yourself with that integrity.
All right? So when you go into these, like he said, if you go into these labels and you have everything, they have no rule. They have no way to put you on the rule of thumb. Cause they main thing is to start you off in debt with your budget. So we pay for the videos, we pay for the choreography, we pay for your songwriter, we pay for the producers. So they looking to have you in debt from the start.
For sure.
But if you come there with everything, even playing field now.
Okay.
I got my own producers. I am my producer. I do my own videos. I do my everything. They have no choice but to deal with you on a straight hand. So now, when Jay-Z talk about Trump or cards up, that's how they have to play with you. It's none of that sneaky shit like.
Nah, we speaking the same language, then, big bro. Because
that
all
goes
I'm
back to
saying
the
is, like, if you go in there with knowing how to play the game, then you know what you could do.
Yeah.
Because in poker, ain't nobody looking at your hand. You know what I'm saying? So you could see the glass ceiling, but they don't know your hand. And that's what I'm saying. So we speaking the same language. Basically, it's all on what you know, and it's all on these conversations. So that's why these conversations are so important. Because now an artist gonna listen to this shit right and be like, damn. I didn't even know I had that power. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna go out and carry that. So it's a power in these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the power in the information that this is shit that we didn't know. This is the power of the digital age that we were speaking of. Even the big homie was speaking of, like getting into like the digital shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting into understanding like, yo, we in the age of information, bro. In 2012, when they tried to say the world was ending, now we just went to another age, and that was the age of information. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're trying to do right now in 2020. It's a new age.
It's a new age, bro. It's the end of right now. We're the age of Aquarius, man.
And that goes back to answering this question as far as like, even if that money was put on the table, listen, you got to know what you're worth first and foremost. Because a man that knows what he's worth is not going to be sold by no dollar amount. I don't care how much money is thrown in front of him. If you know your worth, you're not going to be sold by no dollar. They can put 100 million, 200 million. They can say, yo, I'll sign you for $1 billion right now. If you're willing to sign me for that, then you're willing to sign me for what I want. You're willing to sign me for what I'm willing to work for. And that's when you have that negotiation. That's when you have that conversation. So I don't care if a label comes to me and be like, yo, City, record hot. I know you got an album that's about to come out. Listen, we want to sign you for $20 million, but we want to own 50% of your publishing. We want to keep all of your masters, all of what you make on shows. We want to have 15% of it. Nah. Because I'm doing all of that without your assistance anyway. So all I really need from you, if we want to be technical, is if I want to do a distribution or if I want to do a partnership. All I need for you is to put my records on those billboards. That's all I need. We're going to handle everything else.
It's a partnership at that point. You understand it's a partnership.
Right, it's a partnership at that point.
I'm going to be honest with you, City. You said you definitely touched some good facts. You and Vaughn. This is how I look at it. I really think in the next 2022, 2023, I think it's going to be no more labels.
Oh no!
Because the reason why I say this real talk, I look at it like, why? If everybody got their own engine, if you could go in your crib right now and record on your own little studio, you could mix your own joint. You got your producer. You could put it out for sale. The money comes directly to you through Cash App or Zelle, whatever you're doing. Why are you going through the label when you can cut the middleman out?
You know what
Why?
it is?
If
You said the last thing, capital.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that's what it is. That's
now,
major.
But now, check
right,
it. Check
point I'm about to get to.
There's a need for capital. There's a need for record labels because they can provide you the cash that you can't.
I'm gonna tell you
exactly. That's the point I was about to get to. You made a valid point.
I'm not trying to.
You made a valid point.
We're not here to.
He right about that.
Because that's the one thing independent labels may not have. You got to look at it from a circumstance, right?
I'm gonna tell you.
Hold on.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you where you get the capital from. The capital is you were just like you watch race car, you watch NASCAR and all them stickers on the car.
Yeah.
Endorses.
You are the
Endorsement.
product.
Yeah, right.
So now,
100%.
Cuda right now, nigga, I could take Cuda right now. Cuda's making $5,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I could walk into any one of these companies right now, Gatorade, Henny, any one of them, and say, yo, this is the artist right now, he making $5,000 a month on his own. Yo, y'all could pay him 20 bands a month, make him comfortable. He gonna show you a Henny, and every time he do this, and that, that's just one company. So that's 20 grand a month. Add that up between 2-3 years.
Right.
Why am I going there for this $100,000?
Because some people
For
see
what?
some people see it like this. You could go in and be like, yo, I got 5,000. All right, so we gonna pay you 20,000 a month, right?
Right.
We're gonna pay you 20,000 a month, but they have enough capital to say, I'm gonna give you a 5-year, $20 million contract.
I understand that.
And now, in our mind frame, they're like, shit, we sign it. Don't see the fine print. For instance, let me give you an example, right? Odell Beckham Jr. He got a deal with Nike. No one knows that. All right. When he signed the contract with him, he had his own thing going on. He had his own image, his own website, his own gear he was selling. When he signed it, and when this deal gets announced, it's gonna be one of the biggest deals for athletes ever. But they're not releasing it because when he signed the contract, he didn't read one thing. The fine print. When he didn't sign it, and he later on looked, Nike has control of his likeness. They own him. They basically own him. That's why he can't release nothing because people don't read that. But so he had to take down. He took down his website so Nike can't capitalize off it. That's why you don't see him active no more like that, the way he was. Because now he didn't read, he didn't do the knowledge, and now they own him.
But back to that's accountability though.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. He didn't do.
That's a lack of knowledge. That's a lack of knowledge.
For sure.
That's a lack of knowledge.
So now, this is what it comes down to. Cuda doing something. It's bringing him $5,000 a month. But if a situation comes and like, yo, we could turn that $5,000 a month into $50,000 a month. This is what you gotta do. Sign your contract. A lot of people
jump on it. You're right.
Jump on it without doing the knowledge.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Because it's not just thinking about. Sometimes people think, damn, this is what I could do for my family. I could get up out the hood. I could do this. I could do that. I bet. Let's do it. We rush into situations. So it goes back to the labels will always be there because it's they know how to capitalize, manipulate. They look at the struggles in the neighborhood, especially if they know where you coming from and they see your area that you coming from.
They do.
But sometimes my thing
come with
is
his talent and present yourself coming from a white neighborhood with the cars, the jewelry, and all that stuff. They can't look at you like, yo, we got him.
What I'm trying to say is sometimes it's not about the lump sum. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
People be looking at it all wrong.
Yeah.
Like people, like I was caught up in that before. Like, yo, somebody telling you, yo, bro, I'm gonna give you this, but I'm gonna give you $100,000 right now up front. I'm like, shit, I need that $100,000 because you're not thinking about the longevity.
Yeah.
Like, look at LeBron.
Need that,
like
nigga,
for instance,
shit
look
real.
at LeBron contract. LeBron said he had a contract. It's some lifetime contract or whatever with Nike. When he end his season or whatever, when he retires, he's a billionaire.
Right.
But if he'd have took that Nike contract up front, like all these other dudes is doing, it'd probably been $100 million
for sure.
or whatever. But
Some
he took
bullshit.
it and said, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? This is what people don't. They jump into the quick money. Somebody just they throwing that in front of you for a reason.
For sure.
But if you saying that, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna let it have it month.
But you know what that is? That's because a lot of it goes back to the fact that first of all, hip hop now is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Right. And knowing that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, a lot of the head funds, a lot of the head center of it, you know, is based around those men at the top that are cutting those checks.
That's a fact.
And knowing that it's based around those dudes that are cutting those checks. A lot of labels today, what do they not do? They don't do artist development.
No more. That's over with.
They don't do artist growth. Why you think a lot of these major artists they getting locked up? They getting shot at. They don't have the proper security. They're not making sure that they go through therapy when they're getting on these drugs. If you pay attention to that, if you pay attention to
I got you.
Like if you pay attention to all of these artists that have come within the last 10 years, what has happened? A lot of them are either getting killed, a lot of them are drugged out, a lot of them are behind bars. And a lot of them make fantastic music. They make great music. Like one of my favorite artists right now is YoungBoy, and I like him because he represents you know a struggle. He represents a hard area. Like Boosie, he represents a Baton Rouge is tough. It's hard, and he represents and he walks around with that shit with pride. But at the same time, he has to deal with the fact that a lot of he's the center focus, and a lot of people want to hurt him, and then he's a father, so he has to maintain this artistry that way he can feed his kid, the way he can feed his kids, and then on top of that, he has to make sure that you know his people is good, his security is good, his people's around him that way they protecting him is good, he's secured, and it requires you to maintain an image. He actually said on the song, he was like they hate the fact that you know. Actually, they love how I came in the industry. I came in tough. I came in hard. I came in aggressive. I came in strong, and that's his image. If you ask anybody right now, what do you think about when if you close your eyes and I say, what do you think about when you think of YoungBoy? You're gonna think of Baton Rouge, guns, dirt talk, street, hard. You're gonna think of all of that. Why? Because that's the image that he had to maintain in order for Atlantic to say this is what we want. Hold on. I'm gonna get you. And mind you, they had to hold that, but now look at them. Now what are they trying to do? They're trying to blackball him. Now they got all of his records. Atlantic own all of his records. He don't own none of his mixing and masters for that. And mind you, every album, every song he dropped, multi-platinum. It go crazy. Hold on. I'm about to make a valid point. I'm almost like,
go ahead.
They trying to blackball all his records, multi-platinum, platinum. Everything he dropped goes platinum. Him and Drake just fought for the #1. Who do you know be fighting Drake for the #1 spot? Who? Think about it. If it's not Luke, that's crazy. Hold on. We gonna get there. Hold on. Niggas, you set me up right now. Hold on. We gonna get there. But besides him, besides these dudes I'm gonna name, besides Lil Baby, besides Lil Nas,
I'm not agreeing with you either.
And besides who else be topping chart before he passed Juice WRLD? Besides the cats that be topping, who do you know be fighting Drake for #1 spot?
Let me tell you this,
Not a lot of people, and a lot of how labels do not care about their artists. They do not care about what they can do for their artists. All they care about is how they can feed. Because the album came out, it went platinum, but what is he doing? He in jail. I can't eat. I can't see my kids. I can't enjoy my fruits.
Go ahead, bro. Good shit though.
We going viral. Hip hop is a detriment to the black community.
Huh?
Hip hop is a detriment to the black community. Perpetuated hip hop. Because everything you just spoke of.
You can't say that though.
Hold on. Everything you just said and you just spoke of is literally why hip hop is doing more harm than good, my nigga. You literally seeing why they perpetuating why certain niggas is popping and why certain niggas is not, and why we living the way we living, my boy. For sure. Cause all I'm this shit, yo, I'm a piece of it. I see you feeling me, God. Let's so to that. Yo, listen, cause that's the problem, my nigga.
You gotta understand your contradictory nature in this shit. If you're not open to that shit, you're gonna be.
One at a time.
No. Go ahead. Ask me.
Think about it, right? Just to add up, because I know this is gonna help you in your statement, and I want to hear your point too. Think about it, right? Vaughn, great artist, love what he was doing and stuff like that. Murdered in cold blood, right? Pop, great artist. What happened to him? Murdered in cold blood. Why? Simply because there was dudes around him, and I'm not gonna speak of their situation because I don't know these dudes personally, but in a business aspect, in an entourage aspect, I think the worst thing that can happen to an artist is to not have someone around them to be the calm, the smart, and to say, yo, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna get into that. Because think about it, right?
Let's get into hip hop and say hip hop was giving us to control.
Hold on. Further. To answer your question though.
Like think about that.
You want.
If there was a smart.
Hold on. You got all these people that surround people in hip hop are raised in hip hop. Most of these people are raised in hip hop. So we're already indoctrinated with certain type of beliefs and systems. So you want us to be smarter, but the way what we're living in and putting out into the world is really embodied in us, in most of us. And it's like if you don't understand the bad nature in it, you're gonna end up feeling like, yo, everything's good. Or
Hip hop is a religion. Hold on. Well, hip hop is a religion, my boy. You know what I'm saying? What's the first thing niggas do when they get a record? When they get a record, I praise God or I praise Allah. It's the same thing. And when you had in the 90s, what was all the 90s niggas doing? Them 5% dudes, it's the same thing, bro. Hip hop is a religion, my boy, and it's a sense of control. So what they did was they took it away from certain dudes. Alright, so you got Nas and all these dudes talking about Allah and 5%ers and arm, leg, arm, head, and we all got them, nigga. Then we gonna take that away from them and we gonna start switching that shit up. Nigga, hip-hop is a religion, my boy. That's what they use religion to do. They always think God, they think Jesus, or whatever, because they understand they use religion to control us. Because the government and religion is synonymous, my nigga. Because with the government come with religion, right? So what does it mean to govern a nigga's mentality? Govern means to control. Is mentality. It means to control your mentality. That's why government is synonymous. Every religion or every government it's always like that. Because it's synonymous. And hip-hop is a part of that. So now hip-hop is a part of our religion, our culture. But really, culture is to mean to be cultivated, nigga. To mean cultivated is to mean to be cultivated, nigga. It's natural. We not living natural, nigga. So we live in cultivated life, but we live in a culture life. That ain't natural, nigga. Hip hop is a culture. It's teaching us to be exactly the way we are, to kill our brother, to rob niggas, fuck the black bitch. All that other shit, we don't worship the black woman, none of that shit, because nigga, this is the culture that we was raised in. This is the movies that we was raised in, my nigga.
You notice how when
So
let's get it.
I'm gonna let y'all finish talking.
Let's get it.
Just you go then go to Kuda.
We are hip hop, and the thing is, we let the record labels regulate our culture, our community, right? For prime example, the gay community, right, canceled the baby. So why can't the straight people cancel Lil Nas X?
Right.
Think about it.
I don't care.
No.
I got what he said.
No, I'm being real.
I
don't care about that.
I got the answer.
We captivate. We are hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The struggles in community is us.
Because every other community and minority and discourse community in this America is greater than black people, and hip hop is majority black people. When you think hip hop, you think black people.
Right.
We're gonna end up at the bottom of the food chain on anybody's level. That's why transgenders get more rights than black people, and things pass way before we do.
Why is that?
Because black people are at the bottom of the totem pole, and they're gonna treat us like that forever.
Hold on.
It's my turn. Nah, Kuda. When Kuda finished, tell me why.
I just want to know why. The gay people can cancel the baby. Why can't we cancel Lil Nas X?
Because we don't own our culture, because it's a culture given to us, my nigga.
It's not a culture.
Back to that.
It's not a culture given. It's
What?
our culture.
That was a culture stolen from us.
Bro, it's a culture. No. They make hold on. Respectfully.
That's why.
They make us believe. They make us believe this is our culture.
That's why we stuck.
They make us believe
It wasn't given to us. It's ours. Our culture is born from chaos. We are the embodiment of America. The black hip hop is the embodiment of the product of what happens when we all come together and we try to do what we do. This is us. Like it's no running from that shit. I don't believe they gave that to us. It's just that we were born into chaos, and this is the product of the niggas out of chaos. We got 12 minutes.
Like,
I was trying to
like said, I was basically saying like, you was basically saying like this culture was given to us, that shit.
I'm not saying this culture was given to us, but this culture was given to us. When you look at 1970, nigga, with the top hats, that's what the witches was doing in the European days, and that's deep. We can get into that. We can get off camera. But all the top hats, that's magician shit. That's trickery. That's where you get into abracadabra, vibration, abra. That's magic.
Which top hats?
You know what I'm saying? The top hats that niggas was wearing, that all them 1970, 1980 niggas was wearing when they first came out of hip hop. That's a whole nother subject. We ain't gonna get into that. Right? You feel me? Yeah. That ain't the platform for that. But respectfully, you understand what I'm saying? That shit came from trickery and witchery. You understand what I'm saying? So it goes back to.
I was just saying that. I was just trying to tell you that, like, y'all saying that this is the worst shit that happened to our people.
I'm not saying that. Nigga, I love rap. Nigga, I make rap beats. Right. I'm saying that hip hop is more of a detriment than it is a help.
But it's not.
It's not.
Tell me how it's not.
Because we watch fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger blow off people's heads. We watch motherfucking John Wick kill people because his dog got kidnapped.
Right.
We watch this shit. We see it visually.
Right.
We just talking our truth when we come through. Like the government
go
put us
through.
in this position.
Right.
So we just showing y'all. We just telling y'all stories of what
Our
we go
struggle.
through.
Right.
So it's
Respectfully.
not that
Respectfully.
detrimental. How is that detrimental?
Respectfully. Hold on.
Tell you what you did.
I actually-
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how.
After everything said that, I still agree with him.
I'm telling you how I survived.
Hold on. I'm talking. I'm having a conversation with Hollows.
So it's different
Hold
now
on.
because we
Just
do
having a
it.
conversation with Hollows. Hold on. I can
It's
only
just
do
because
one.
the white people bought it and now he's selling it to the people. This is our culture, bro.
Absolutely.
They hate us, but they love our culture.
All right, so let me tell you this. Let me tell you how it's a detriment. And it's not about you not telling your story.
That's the news.
Hold
making
on.
it a
I ain't
detriment.
cut
The
you up.
news-
I ain't cut you up.
You're right,
I ain't cut you up, twin.
you're right.
You feel me? So it's about it's what's perpetuated, right? It's what's sensationalized is the killings.
I like this.
Right? You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, Hollis. So it's not a problem you telling your story. It's not a problem you telling what happened. What happens to be the problem is it's sensationalized. The niggas that's on top is the niggas that's talking about killing your black man. Niggas that's on top is the niggas that's talking about you killing your man. It's taking drugs or doing fucked up shit, or it's not talking about building yourself. It's not talking about being holding your body. Hold on. I only do it. So what I'm saying is hip hop is not. It's cool to this because that's your story, nigga. Nobody can tell you wrong for telling your story.
Right.
What I'm saying is when you listen to who controls hip hop, right? What stories are they perpetuating, Hollows? Well, cool to my fault. I know you from. You know you my bro. Nigga. So, so you know my fault. So, but
It's something that we allow.
what are they perpetuating? Is what I'm saying. What's the story? What's the premise of hip hop? It's violence, drugs, killing niggas.
What are we allowing?
Right.
What are we allowing?
Right.
That's not what the white man is. First of all, culture could never been taken from us if we didn't allow it to happen.
Absolutely.
No. Listen, we as a culture, the audience, we accept this shit that we listen to, the drug dealing, the killing.
We watch it too.
Right. If you go back in the days,
People's America
if you
watch
go back
it. The
to
world
Squid
watches it. Squid Game. It's the number one fucking movie in the world.
Listen.
Why?
Let's go back to the days. Let's go back to the shit. Let's go back to KRS-One. Poor righteous teachers. When they was educated. When they was educated, it's not accepted. You just put down Nas, and Nas is one of the teachers.
Hold on. I didn't put down Nas.
Let me finish. We are our own. No, I let you speak. I let you speak, bro. I let you speak.
No,
bro. You done spoke for 6 minutes straight.
What I can't let you do is put words in my mouth. What I can't let you do is put words in my mouth.
That's all we have.
What I can't let you talk. What I can't let you do is put words in my mouth.
So correct me when I'm wrong.
Exactly. That's it. I'm not cutting you up. I can't.
We are our
let you put words
biggest
in my mouth.
enemies.
We gotta overstand.
The only thing we allow this shit to happen ourselves. And the minute we face that fact, stop blaming the white man, that man, this man.
That's what I'm
We in our community. Wait, hold on. We in our community selling the drugs to each other. Right? We know where our women get raped at. We know where people get killed at. We gonna patrol our own neighborhoods.
Right.
But then, as soon as a white man come in here and do that shit, rape a woman, kill a black guy, we all up in arms. This shit starts with self. Islam. I self, Lord and Master.
That's a fact.
Islam is religion. I don't believe in religion.
What you believe in?
Sure, I believe in God. We are God Himself.
You don't got to be on a certain religion.
So you divide people. You are God yourself, right?
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. I don't need nobody telling me nothing. You know what Islam teach you? I was born with it. I believe in naturality. God is nature, nigga.
All this stuff you say you don't believe in, but you know what Islam teach you?
What?
That you are God.
Right. Islam teach you a bunch of other things too. Teach you to believe in a man, nigga. A
man
told you that.
You understand?
A man told you to believe in what Islam teach you to believe in.
We get no topic.
Hold on.
The minute we master our behavior,
this is building. This is what we need to do as black men to build. We gotta have an overstanding.
Basically, what he's saying is
all gotta leave here smarter.
Basically, he's saying is accountability, Hollows. That's all. We need to take accountability for ourselves before we look at somebody outside the culture.
We gotta master our own
blaming this person and that person. We gotta look at ourselves. You
know what I like though, Judge? You know what I like about this whole thing about smoke and mirrors? I like this whole platform because, like Vaughn just said, we not here arguing. Rashad said we really here just discussing. We all having a conversation. It's better that we talking about real shit. You know, when you sit around, some people they only talk about is the street shit and this and that. We really talk about real topics.
Niggas be chopping it up, nigga. We building.
This is what I like. We building.
Breaking down the shit.
Even though we all have everybody was born with different opinions, so I respect that. Nobody's gonna think like this one or that one. Everybody has their own opinion. And that's what makes people who they are. So that's why I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Like working with black people is one of the hardest things to do in the world, especially friends. Like I do the clothing line thing, right? And people look at two of my partners. They're like, "Yo, you really fuck with them white boys like that? They Irish and Puerto Rican. And my answer is yeah.
Exactly.
Because it's easy. They've been realer than a lot of niggas I did business with.
Right.
Only friend I do business with outside that is LA. Because I can trust them 100%. Right. But outside, I don't do business with nobody else. But when I did do business with them, it gets done correctly. Everybody wants to be a chief.
Yeah, I just had a
just said that.
Don't nobody
said that.
Don't nobody understand it. If everybody understand it, bro. Let me tell you something. Me and LA do business together. There may be shit LA knows that I don't know. So you know what I gotta do? I'll take a step back. I'll take a step back and watch LA move because now I'm learning. So therefore, if he's not around and I'm put in that same situation, I now know how to do it, and vice versa. It's not about egos, my nigga. It's not me thinking, oh, LA's better than me, he's smarter than me, or vice versa. And we gotta check ourselves. We can't check no white man.
We need to fucking learn.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta check ourselves.
My son, matter of fact, he is smarter than me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta know a nigga just better than you. Everybody got a role, nigga. Everybody better than somebody at something, nigga.
I learned from my son. I'm learning from you.
Me and LA been partnering. Yo, Kuda.
I didn't even know you could do that shit.
Right, I didn't know you could do that. They saying you are the rookie and I'm the vet. I'm learning from the rookie.
It's not wrong.
Bro, everybody is nice.
You know how many times me and LA been in a business situation and they be like, yo, LA, we just want you to come tell your man say Shot stay at home because he's an asshole. I gotta accept that. I accept that because I trust him. Right. I know everything that goes on that meeting, he's gonna come back. We're gonna understand. But I step back and let him do it.
Can I just say something?
But a lot of people don't do that.
Before we go.
As black people, I always told myself this, and this is because I hang around a lot of people. I'm cool with a lot of people. A lot of people know me. You know me from around the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with everybody. I don't got time
with your energy too, though.
You know that my energy is different. You know what I'm saying? I walk in the room, I don't speak, I don't have to say nothing. It's all about energy. I read all of that.
Facts.
We know that. So, but as black people, I always say this: check on your brother's mental health before you check on his pockets.
Facts.
Because we are mentally broken. Period. As people, as humans,
we got 300 years of fucking mental fucked up.
So
we sick already.
You don't even know your brother. He may tell you he in the streets, he grinding because he got to pay this. He got to pay
400
that.
years.
But he ain't telling you what's really on his mental and what's breaking him down, because that's not. That's me following what we learn. Oh, we got to do it this way. We got to do it this way. We got to do it this way. We got to do this way. You know what I'm saying? What we learn instead of taking our own path and taking our and following our own nature.
I took my own path.
So
you're doing it.
I said,
a lot of guys don't want to tell me their homeboys was going on because they don't want to be looked at and being beat or made fun of. But this is what we do to each other. This is what we do to each other.
Watch what you say to your mans, like when you talking, like the whole court thing, when you talking, you gotta understand. Watch what you say to your mans.
I ain't gonna lie, LA is maybe the most educated one you got so far.
Everyone will get better.
For instance, we don't even know that as black people, but that's ignorant as hell.
Facts.
That's ignorant. Don't say but to me. You know what I'm saying? But we do it. That's because what we know as. But it's ignorant. If I make an opinion and you're supposed to be my brother, and then you say but. And
you
I don't think that's gonna work.
Fuck what you saying.
Fuck what you say.
You said fuck what you
But is a
like I don't even hear that.
I hear your voice talking, but listen, this is what really
a lot of shit. It goes from the conversations that we have as black people, and like I said, the way we look at each other. It's the way we talk to each other, and it's the way we look at each other. Our conversations is broken. You understand what I'm saying?
Why are we the most influenced? This is your next shit. Why are we the most influenced race on this earth? Fuck
the most influenced and influential.
How is
that possible?
In the
How is that possible? How is it possible?
And the most disrespected.
Right.
That's what you heard that, Reese. You got that.
That's the next subject.
Yo, listen.
Yo, I'm pulling up, man.
Listen, this is you can pull up and every time.
I'm pulling up, man.
Yo, listen. This is we all Smoke and Mirrors podcast, man. Before we go and wrap this up, I want to I'm going to go around the table, thank everybody for coming out. And I want y'all to shout out your Instagram where they can reach y'all, where they can get in touch with y'all. And I hope all of y'all connect with each other on this show and rock with each other and do stuff because this shit going to go somewhere else. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to Sink and Swim, Smoke and Mirrors. Shout out to all the sponsors for everything, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to go around the table. We're going to start with Kuda Boy. Kuda Boy, let them know where they can reach you at.
Man, you can reach me at fucking, on Facebook, you can reach me at Ra Hollows, because that's my original. It's R-A-H. No, it's R-A-H. OLLOWZ, and on Instagram you can find me on Kuda Boy, KUDABOYY. And you can find my motherfucking mixtape if you DM me. We ain't on Spotify. We ain't on none of them platforms, nigga. I'm straight directly to you. You know what I'm saying? We canceling everybody out. Black motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Get with me.
All City. Where can they reach you at?
It's your boy All City. You can reach me on Instagram at ALLCITYY. My music, Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify. It's All City without the extra Y. Everything is just All City. Twitter, Facebook, all of that. And listen, new music coming out soon. I got a whole bunch mixtape on the way. It's a lot coming. You know, me and the gang on locking for sure. Shout out to Kuda.
Yeah, you know.
Vaughn.
Yo, my Instagram is Vaughn B. Wildin, VONBEWYLIN. Wildin. Follow me if you need beats, engineering. I'm on my consulting shit, man. I'm on everything, man. Just fuck with me, man. Fuck with me, I'll fuck with you.
Vaughn got that fire.
He being modest right now. Stop that, man. We on the air.
No. We got
Come on,
heat.
man.
You know what I'm saying? We got heat. You know what I mean? If you an artist and you really want to develop your own fucking sound, you want to sound like everybody else, you want to have whatever your fucking name is.
He gonna lock in with you.
Fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna tap in. Shout out to Sweet LA for showing love. Shout out to Hollow. Shout out to Old City. Shout out to my bro Stoney for pulling up with me. Shout out to Justice. Shout out, I forgot the big homie name on the camera. Shout out to all this. Ayo Reese. Shout out to y'all niggas, man.
Just let them know where they can reach you at.
I'm currently on Facebook. My name, Justice, last name Thomas. I'm doing the Instagram now. I do the contracts, anything legally, binding contracts. Tweet work with me before. I'm excellent with the contracts. When a lease contract, local contract, and binding contract, hit me up. I'm just here to support.
He's a manager of All City too.
That's it, man. We here to
I know what it is, man. Reese, you know the slogan.
Song, shows, all of that type of.
Reese, you know the slogan. Smoke and mirrors. We here for a reason, not just the season.
Hey!
What you talking about?